Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. My name is Earl Cole, and welcome back to the streams, and welcome to the Raw Watch Along. Tonight, here for you, tonight on the Wrestling Experience.
Now with the hottest show in the universe, the Wrestling Experience, with your host Earl Cole.
Acknowledge me.
Coming at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also the AEW. You are now watching The Experience, the Wrestling Experience. Now with your host Earl Cole.
Do it. Welcome, everyone, to the Raw Watch Along, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, me and Jeffrey just had an Oklahoma City barbecue. It was delicious. It was tasty. Yes,
Earl had the
Jeffrey
baby back ribs. I had the chicken.
right, exactly. And we also had a little corn in the cob as well. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are full, but we're not full on WWE content that we're going to be giving you here tonight on the Wrestling Experience. Because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you the Raw Watch Along, the fallout from the Brooklyn show, which I attended last Monday night, and I had a lot of fun. I want to thank the Barclays Center and all of the WWE Universe who was available for you on last Monday night. It was a lot of fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to introduce you to my co pilot. He is great. He is fantastic. He's passionate. He's a loyal Giants fan. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I picked him up in the airport and I took him and we went down to Oklahoma City and I bought him some barbecue. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a whole lot of Jeffrey, but he's a whole lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Turner, welcome aboard the Raw Watch Along.
Oh, Jesus, man, how could I top an introduction like that? I mean, you make me sound like I'm the king of the United States by giving me an intro like that. But it's really good to be back here with the Raw Watch Along. It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks since Earl and I have done one of these things. We have a lot of exciting things to happen tonight, including the two headlines for tonight's show. Seems like Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle are not done with one another, as we're going to have a United States Championship match after the chaos. Yes, I said that word, chaos, that happened last week on Monday Night Raw when Brock Lesnar out of nowhere came back and he took out Bobby Lashley in his arm, enabling Seth Rollins to become the new United States Champion. And in co-part, we're going to be getting Seth Rollins versus Matt Riddle for the United States Championship. And the other big news that will be happening out of tonight's show, we're going to be having Bobby Lashley after that attack last week by Brock Lesnar. Lashley is going to call out Lesnar, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen in the interaction between those two guys. But Earl, damn, it's good to be back. And it's good to be back for the Monday Night Raw watch along on the Wrestling Experience.
It's 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 good to be back. Yes, it's good to be back, Jeffrey, and it's good to be back with all of you. Please subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Please subscribe to Jeffrey's channel. Please subscribe to my channel, and please hit that like button. Hit that like button on Jeffrey's channel, my channel, the Hardcore Sports channel, and follow them. Follow Hardcore Sports Network on Twitch at Hardcore Sports One, and of course, you can follow them on Twitter as well, Hardcore Sports N, and be a part of the Hardcore Sports family. I just want to say congratulations to the New York Giants for their victory on Sunday afternoon, and I
Still
also would
riding
like
high.
and I want to congratulate the New York Football Jets on their win on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
as well as the New York Yankees for winning their game on Sunday. So a lot of things happened for New York in the right direction.
Is it a beautiful
So
thing?
it is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, it is pouring in the Bronx. So right now the Yankees are in a rain delay
Mm-hmm.
with the Cleveland Guardians. I'm not sure if the game will be played or not tonight, but we'll keep an eye on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are talking about Monday Night Raw, and a lot of newsworthy things happened. First of all, Rey Mysterio quits Monday Night Raw and leaves Monday Night Raw and goes to the SmackDown family.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's on SmackDown. So what does this mean for him and Dominic at this point? I'm not sure what they're going to do with this storyline, but apparently Rey Mysterio has told WWE management he does not want to wrestle his son at all. He don't want to touch him. He don't want to have nothing to do with him. He wants to stay away from his son. So they separated them, and Ray is now on SmackDown, and Dominic is going to stay on Raw. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is the end of that storyline. But the storyline still continues because the Judgment Day still got to deal with Edge and the
Mm-hmm.
Good Brothers, and
Mm-hmm.
Mr. AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be interesting to see tonight. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I learned this afternoon that PW Insider has announced that Omos and MVP will now become the part of the SmackDown family. They will be appearing on SmackDown going forward, which means that they will be feuding with Braun Strowman.
Yippee.
That is something. Yeah, that I'm not looking forward to that. Am I happy about that? No, I'm not. Is that a feud that I'm going to jump up and down? No. One other thing that we need to know tonight is, ladies and gentlemen, I have a feeling we're getting closer and closer to Crown Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
So after what happened last week in Brooklyn when Brock Lesnar attacked Bobby Lashley, look for that match to happen at Crown Jewel. It will be Lesnar taking on Lashley. Now, the reason why Lashley had to drop Lesnar had to Lesnar told WWE management this is what he said behind the scenes. Lesnar said he would not wrestle Lashley if Lashley continues with being the United States champion. So what they did was is Triple H and his team they made Lashley drop the scrap to Rollins, which I predicted would happen, and it
Mm-hmm.
did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it did happen on the season premiere last week. And how much fun was the season premiere of Raw last week? I don't know if you all saw it, but Degeneration X closed the show, and it was absolutely fabulous. I had a great time in Brooklyn. It was fun. It was thrilling. It was compelling. And Rollins is the new United States champion. Jeffrey, what do you make of all of this?
Well, I mean, the one thing that I make of all this stuff right now is that WWE is clearly looking right now to make a big time splash, not only heading into Crown Jewel, but also have to remember that we're about a month away from what should be a very, very pivotal Survivor Series that's coming up in mid to late November. So I think that WWE is starting to put all the pieces in place for what should be an absolutely stupendous Survivor Series show, especially when we had the club coming back and helping out AJ Styles. This might set up what could be some type of 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup, or it could even be some type of War Games matchup between the Judgment Day as well as what's going on with the club. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to further some of these storylines going into Crown Jewel, as well as how they're going to further some of these storylines heading towards as we get closer and closer to Survivor Series. So, and obviously we heard about the big news that WWE has canceled Day One. Sophie, thank you so much, Sophie, for coming in the chat and putting that in the chat for us. The Day
Yes.
One, as we're getting ready to start Monday Night Raw right now, they canceled the Day One pay per view, so that's no longer around. And WWE is planning on doing big changes to their pay per view schedule going forward in 2023, which most likely means They're scrapping. We got Bobby Lashley right now on the mic right now calling out Brock Lesnar as we speak. He wants the beast.
Right. And here comes, well, Lesnar is not here. Lesnar's music is playing. And here comes Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen. And Monday Night Raw is on the air. Lesnar is coming out onto the Raw stage here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And Bobby Lashley is pissed. He looks pissed. He was screwed out of the title last week in Brooklyn, and he wants revenge against Lesnar. So
I can't wait for this match. I mean, these two guys should have feuded a lot longer than they did. They only had one match, and geez, these guys should be fighting each other a lot more than they did before. I think these guys are going to lay it into each other. If no Triple H behind the helm, I really expect Lesnar and Lashley to have a stupendous matchup. Just the two of these guys beating the living hell out of each other. What's going on, Flame Legend? Thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. Damn right. Damn right, Almighty. Damn
right. We're starting with chaos, Jeffrey. We're starting with chaos. Lesnar is just banging Lashley into the ring post. He's banging
Lashley's just got that stoic look on his face right now. He's got that killer stoic look on his face.
Lesnar is going to do the M5. And look, Lashley just, look out. Oh, right through the barricade.
Right. And this is what you're going to get, because you're going to get two guys that are literally on the same level as one another. Nobody has the power advantage in this matchup, so you're going to get an absolutely physical, out-of-control matchup between Lesnar and Lashley. It is! Spear! Right through the barricade! Bobby Lashley just speared Lesnar on top through the barricade! And the officials and everybody are coming out trying to break them apart.
Oh my God! This is. Shelton Benjamin is back. Look, Shelton Benjamin is part of the WWE management, and he's going after Lesnar. Look at this! Look at this! Lesnar now just pulled Lesnar over the thing, and he's beating the stew out of him, and they're trying to pull them apart. Sheldon Benjamin is trying to pull them apart. Everybody's trying to pull them apart.
There he goes.
Referees, agents, the table broke. The announce table broke. The announce table broke. The announce table broke. Lesnar is on his back. And he is pissed.
They're both pissed right now.
Lesnar is on his back.
My God!
Lesnar is just the table broke. Lesnar is down. What a powder cake to start Monday Night Raw.
Jesus! Lashley just picked up Lesnar like it was nothing.
Oh my gosh. Everybody is pleading with Lashley to go to the back. I mean, this is Michael
Lashley's just gonna look and kill. He has like that killer look on his face.
Oh my gosh. Michael, please hit that like button. Thank you. Tavi, how are you? Thank you.
How you doing, Miz? Thank you so much for coming by the stream. Michael, thank you so much for coming by the stream. It's gotten very chaotic in the beginning of this night. Lashley and Lesnar just started brawling and beating the living hell out of each other. Bobby Lashley just picked up Brock Lesnar, picked him up literally, and then he didn't spear him through the barricade, Earl. He speared him above the damn barricade.
Yes,
and then he picked him up and power slammed him through the damn announce table. He picked him up and
he did.
threw him the announce table.
I mean, wow. I
love it. I love the chaos and like all the crazy stuff going on in the beginning of Monday Night Raw between two guys that they have venom and blood in their eyes. They have blood and venom dripping on their eyes, wanting to beat the living hell out of each other.
Yeah, just to let you know, Almighty Finesse, it is pouring in the Bronx. So the
Hmm.
Yankees and the Guardians are in a rain delay. They are trying
Yes.
to make a decision on what to do with tonight's game because the field is going to get saturated with water. So I'm
Hmm.
not sure if they're going to be playing or not. So stay tuned for an update. TBS is standing by. They don't know what's going to happen with the game tonight. So tune into TBS. They'll let you know. They'll give you further updates. But we just started a chaotic night. Jeffrey, what a night to return to the Raw watch along. Would you say?
Absolutely. This is the type of thing you want to see at the beginning of a Monday Night Raw, especially when you have two guys that have been a lot of WWE fans have been fantasy booking a matchup between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. Sure, we got a little taste of it at this past Royal Rumble, but it really was not that big of a taste of a Royal Rumble matchup between these two guys. It should have been a lot better than what we got. And I think now Triple H is going to give us what we have expected to see between two guys like Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Nobody has a size advantage. Both these guys are intimidating. Both these guys have the same type of mentality. They just want to go out there and destroy their opponent. And both of them are
Right.
not going to back down from the other. It's going to look believable. You know, we were talking about this when we were doing the Extreme Rules show, Earl. We were talking about
Yes.
believability when it comes to certain wrestlers on this show. Well, this is right here one of them because you have two guys that are about the same size, same mentality, same fighting ability. Nobody's going to overshadow the other. Both these guys are on the same, platform with one another. And this is what's
Right.
going to make it even more exciting because this is one of those few matchups we have not gotten in years. We've not gotten a true Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley feud that a lot of fans have been calling about for a long time. And this is going to be our opportunity if booked right, but I have faith in Triple H, it will be booked right, that we're going to see something that we're all going to be very excited about when we go forward. And that's a fantastic, big time, brawl like match. Like we just got in this opening segment with Lesnar and Lashley going forward.
Let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Would you make a stipulation in this match at Crown Jewel?
Not too early. I think if they're planning on continuing this feud a little bit more, which I think they might, depending on what Lesnar's schedule is going forward, I would still have it be a regular one-on-one matchup at first. Maybe if you want to have some type of like foul play going on at Crown Jewel, it could set up some type of stipulation match that you can include later on if these guys in fact do feud more. If it's only planning on being a one-off, maybe you could do some type of stipulation included. But I think if they're planning on making this into a long-winded feud, making this like a multi-match feud, then yes, I would have to try to maybe have a stipulation added on a later match. But no, I would not do a stipulation match this early. I think it's still too fresh because these two have literally just started feuding with one another. So I would wait a little bit longer, but it's all really dependent on how Triple H wants to book this feud going forward. And also Lesnar's dates, how many
Yes.
is available going forward.
Yes. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Monday Night Raw. This happened moments ago. Lesnar and Lashley feuding with each other, and watch what he did to Lesnar right through the announce table, right through the announce table.
Lesnar
And
sold that really well too.
look at the carnage and the chaos. Look at this.
Lesnar sold it really well too. The fact he helped make Bobby Lashley even more dominant. That power slam too. That pickup slam right through the announce table. That's the kind of aggression you want to see from Bobby Lashley. That he's like, you know what, you might be Brock Lesnar. I'm taking this stuff. And look at the
Right.
announce table. Look at everything. It's just absolute chaos right now. I mean,
Yes, it
Jesus
is.
Christ. Kevin Patrick and Corey Graves are just sitting there examining all the chaos that happened. Earl, chaos! We had barely even started the
Chaos.
show. God, 10 minutes and we already have chaos.
That's
Jesus.
why I know. I know. The Alpha Academy is going to take on the Good Brothers. Dexter Loomis versus The Miz tonight, and he receives a WWE contract if he wins. Bray Wyatt is coming back tonight. Oh, he
Wow.
returned to the return. Oh, he returned to SmackDown. Oh, that's what you're going to see tonight. Okay. If you missed it, they're going to show it to you again. Um, Let's see what else is on the show tonight. Seth Rollins and Riddle for the United States Championship. This is the final chapter in their feud. Um, that should be interesting. Um, okay, so we got all of that to go through on Raw. The official. Oh, the OC. Here comes the Good Brothers, along with
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles and the Good Brothers are here, and they are going to take on the Alpha Academy. This should be an interesting match. The OC.
It's so weird
By
seeing the OC back on WWE television.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? They signed a lengthy deal with WWE, and they got a lot of money to return to the WWE. So kudos to Triple H. This happened
Are they
last
going to get
Monday
the
night.
reactions that we think they're going to get, though? That's the thing, because the OC was not very
That's
popular later on, so we have to see if they're going to get the
right,
reactions they did before. I hope so.
right. But the crowd did pop. The crowd did pop in Brooklyn. They did. They did
They
pop in
did,
Brooklyn.
yes.
I have to admit that. Yes, they did get a pop in Brooklyn. Let's see what happens tonight in Oklahoma.
And the thing is, too, what this does now, you're adding another dynamic tag team to a tag team division that is slowly starting to get stronger and stronger and stronger as it's going forward. You add a team like the OC back
Right,
into the tag team division. So it's another welcome addition to add to WWE in terms of their tag team division going forward, which is a positive. And it
right.
only makes this.
And here
You can
comes
have Edge off TV right now, and you can have a feud with Judgment Day and the OC going forward, the Good Brothers and
right,
AJ Styles. So it's going to be like a little bit of a
right,
holding pattern feud.
right. Exactly. I agree with your assessment. Mm.
Shush, please. Shush. Shush, please. Shush, Earl. Shush. Thank you.
And here comes the
Thank
Alpha Academy legend.
you.
I agree with that assessment.
I always agree with that
Uh,
assessment. I love these guys, especially Chad Gable. Chad Gable is doing the best work of his entire career. This gimmick is fantastic. Otis has looked really good
yes,
lately. His matches have been really good, so I'm very happy about it. But I want to answer your question that you were talking about
right,
before we got into the Monday Night Raw, which is talking about Rey Mysterio. I believe what they're doing right now, Earl, is they're not ending that storyline. I believe they're putting it on hold because they know that they don't want to go. It's sort of in a holding pattern right now, and by the fact you put Rey Mysterio on SmackDown, he can feud with some of the guys over there on the SmackDown side.
right,
You keep them away from each other, Dominic and Rey, for the next few months, and then you can have them come back together sometime during the Royal Rumble or into that pay-per-view, maybe a No Way Out. If we bring back No Way Out back in February, that's when you can have Rey Mysterio and Dominic start coming back together. And then that's when you could possibly get ready for your matchup at WrestleMania between Dominic and Rey. So,
right.
but Earl is going to call
Um,
this matchup as we have the OC right now taking on the Alpha Academy. So, Earl, take it away.
all right. Well, right now, it is. I believe this is Chad Gable in the ring, and he is with. I believe that's Gallows in the ring, and he's going to tag in his partner. And here comes he's in the ring, Luke
Looks like
Gallows
Carl
and
Anderson's in the ring.
Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson's in the ring right now. Luke Gallows just tagged out. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. And
Welcome.
here comes Otis. And here comes Otis. Otis is in the ring right now. Is standing tall here. Let's see how these two match up here. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hand strikes. Beautiful hand strike. Otis is just smacking him on the back.
Real quick interruption.
And
Real quickly.
no,
Next on NXT tomorrow with your pick your poison matchups, we're gonna have Core J taking on Raquel Rodriguez. That's gonna be on NXT, setting up their pick your poison matchups before we get to their Halloween Havoc Weapons War match. That's gonna be happening on Saturday, and Roxanne Perez is gonna be facing off against a mystery opponent.
oh,
That's gonna be happening on
beautiful.
NXT. Go ahead, Earl. Just want to throw that out there real
Okay.
quickly.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Carl Anderson now is in the ring and he's taking on Otis. Oh, Chad Gable with a knee to the
Look what he
back,
did.
and he just smacked him right off the apron. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm, mm. He,
Ooh.
he smacked him right off the apron. And now look at this, right into the ring post. Right into the ring post. And we're going to commercial.
Now, Earl, I was going to ask, are you a little bit surprised that the Good Brothers decided to come back to the WWE and they didn't decide to stick with AEW and stick with their boys, the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and those guys? Or do you think that they wanted to eventually come back to WWE, but like with everybody else, they were only going to come back when Vince McMahon and his group were gone and they were just waiting for that opportunity? Because at least what I heard is that it seemed like that they were inevitably going to be coming back to WWE once Vince McMahon retired. So are you surprised that the Good Brothers are back in the WWE or not really?
I was there in Brooklyn last week and I was totally shocked. Jeffrey, I would have never have thought. I would have never have thought that they would
What
step
up,
foot back in
Blaze?
WWE. Hi Blaze Radio. How are you? Blaze Radio is one of the best persons I have ever seen. He's a great supporter, great content
Mm-hmm.
creator. Please subscribe to Blaze Radio. He has his hands in football and all kinds of wrestling and genre. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great guy. Go sub to him. He's great. To get back to your
Congratulations
question, Jeffrey.
on your
Um,
football red zone watch along too, Blaze. Congratulations on that. But Earl, go ahead.
yeah. So, um, I um I was surprised to see
Mm-hmm.
the OC back in WWE. I was surprised because I remember before they left WWE, they had it out with Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon said that he would never allow them to come back in WWE.
You're
Big
welcome.
boy Johnny Fest TV, how are you? Thank you very much. Um, so they said Vince said that they would never return to WWE. But I
Mm-hmm.
guess this is the new Triple H era. This is the new
Mm-hmm.
Triple H era, and he has value in them, and he wants to see their stock rise. So that I believe that is why they are returning to WWE, and they got the money that they deserve.
And you know what the
So
thing is too, Earl? I think Triple H is specifically going out there and bringing back all the people that he feels Vince McMahon and the old administration wronged. Like everybody that he thinks that were wronged by the old administration. Triple H is going out of his way on purpose to bring them back and give them the opportunity that they all deserve. So that's why you notice like all these people that are coming back now to the WWE were wronged before. So I just want to throw that in there. Like I'm noticing the
yeah,
pattern.
yeah. I've seen the pattern myself. Even the office people that are behind
Mm-hmm.
the scenes,
Yes. Yes.
they've rehired them.
Mm-hmm.
They are being rehired. Like Vince McMahon fired the entire traveling organization that he used to work for.
Yep.
Triple H rehired all of them. Triple H
Mm-hmm.
rehired all of them.
Yep.
The live event team that was put together, Triple H rehired them. So yes, you are right, Jeffrey. There is a pattern. There is a pattern going on, and you're right, Jeffrey. I agree with what you said. He is trying to right the ship that was wrong. And
Yeah.
that's what Triple H is doing. And he's trying to
Mm-hmm.
build new relationships with everybody. So
Yeah.
kudos
He's
to
trying to
Triple
give
H.
everybody. He's trying to give everybody that had the opportunity that were wronged before the opportunity
Right.
to have a second chance at life in the WWE. But we're back, Earl. You may continue doing the play-by-play. We just got
Yes.
back to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, we just got back from Monday Night Raw, and the tag is in. And here, the two legal men are in the ring right now. and there's a beautiful clothesline uppercut right to the corner. Here comes a splash, bang, right to the corner. And of course, the shoulder tackle. Down goes Gable. Ooh, kicked in the head. Wow, what a kick. And what a kick to Otis. Otis goes through the ropes and he's non existent. And here comes the slam. Bang. That is it. That is it. He needs to do the cover. He needs to do the cover. And that's what he needs to do. Carl Anderson now is directing traffic. And here he comes. No, Otis breaks it up. Otis breaks it up. And now Otis is in the ring and he's taking on both OCs. And he just got rid of Carl Anderson. Now, of course, Chad Gable. One, two, no, 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 no,
Oh, forgot to say it.
no.
Elias is
And
coming back tonight too. So forget
oh
about
yes,
that.
Elias.
Elias will be back tonight. That's
Yeah.
another thing. So we're
Yes,
gonna get to hear the
Elias.
name, the return
Elias.
of "Hello, I am Elias," and
And
we will
Chad Gable.
all will walk with Elias.
That's right. And now, Carl Anderson now spine buster, and that's gonna do it. That is gonna do it. Now they're gonna do the OC thing. Bang! That's it. One, two, three. OC wins
Magic
their
Killer.
debut. Magic Killer. OC wins right here on Raw. That is it. Put it in the box. Wrap it up. Give it to you. Called Mike Do Wrestling Watch Awards.
Yep.
You
Oh,
both are more
Magic
than
Killer.
welcome to join if you when I do it. Okay, well, thank you, Blaze Radio, for that invitation. Thank you very much.
Is there a difference in view time with
Um,
you both? I had that before. We just did this. Whoever has DVR, just pause the show until it matches up. It helped us just figure it out. I mentioned it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Earl is a little bit ahead of me, so I'm pretty much a little bit behind because he's calling the match. It doesn't bother me as much. And and I'm calling the matches, he just lays low a little bit, so that way, like, we're not interrupting each one another. So I mean, we try to do it the best we can, but neither one. I don't have a DVR, so unfortunately, I can't, speed it up or slow it down. I don't think Earl has one either, but we try to do the
no,
best we can with what we do. That's a good
right.
suggestion. Thank you. And here comes the Judgment Day.
And here
Judgment
comes
Day
the
is now
judgment.
coming out.
And of course, Finn Balor is on the mic. You boys are crazy. The crowd is chanting, "You suck. You suck." The Judgment Day. Yeah,
I love these guys. These guys are getting better and better every
yeah,
week.
I know. By the Judgment Day, you're gonna get cooked by the Judgment Day. I started this stupid little club, says Balor,
He did. He actually
and
did.
I will break you guys. So I'm gonna challenge you clowns to a match.
So we're gonna get a 3-on-3 matchup. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
the OC will take on the Judgment Day at Crown.
There you go. OC versus the Judgment Day at Crown Jewel. So we're gonna be getting that big matchup, three
Yep.
on three matchup in a
So
couple of
they're
weeks at
set.
Crown Jewel.
Mm-hmm.
I love Finn Balor where he's coming off now as a heel. He is so adapting incredibly well to this heel role.
Unless you three boys have to ask your mother for permission. Oh shoot.
Huh. Dominic is getting ruthless on the mic.
Oh, Dom says that you can't hang with the Judgment Day. He called him a piece of trash. AJ Styles is a
He's doing really well, Dominic, adapting to this heel role.
yes.
He really is like coming into his own in this heel role. All of these guys are.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So now he's challenging. AJ Styles is challenging.
Look at that. Dominic and AJ. Bring your ass
He's an
down here.
hour.
Let's go.
He said an hour. He said an hour.
So we're going to be getting it around 9:30.
I'm gonna beat the piss out of you, says AJ.
Yes.
I'm gonna beat the piss out of you. And it will be too sweet. So Dominic will take on AJ Styles, and the OC will take on the Judgment Day at Crown Jewel. So the match has been set. So now we got two matches set for Crown Jewel. Seth
So we're
Rollins
going to get
is coming
AJ.
up next.
We're going to get AJ and Dominic later on. Maybe that'll be the main event. I don't know what the main event is for tonight. Unless it's
I
going to be
wouldn't mind
Riddle
it.
and Rollins.
Right. Just to let everybody know, the Yankee game is still in a rain delay. A decision will be made in a mere moments, they're saying. A decision will be made on tonight's game, whether we're going to continue or not. So stand
All
by,
right.
ladies and gentlemen. Stand by if you are a Yankee fan and you want to know what's going on with the game. But the game is still in a rain delay. Mm-mm.
And they're talking
Uh,
right now. We're doing a
mhm.
preview of what we're going to get at Halloween Havoc. Halloween
Okay.
Havoc
Well, that's not the
this Saturday.
yes. That is not the commercial I have on my television. We are doing an IHOP commercial,
I've got
and
that
he
now.
loves.
They just did a preview of what's going to happen tomorrow on NXT, previewing the Tuesday night before Halloween Havoc on Saturday, which we're not sure yet. We're going to see what we're going to do, but possibly, maybe you're going to get myself and Earl calling that match, calling that show on Saturday night. Possibly. Not saying it's going to happen yet. We're going to do what we can, but there's a possibility we might be doing the Halloween Havoc show on Saturday.
Yes, that we will let you know of the decision of that.
Mm-hmm.
But Jeffrey and I have another announcement that we're going to make. Jeffrey and I we're going to come together and we're going to be doing the Crown Jewel watch along. So
Yes.
don't we're going to be doing the Crown Jewel watch along, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be fantastic. The show starts at high noon.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the starting time is high noon for Crown Jewel, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a good time
Saturday
with that.
show too. So get ready on Saturday for that show. High
Yes,
noon on Saturday, November
no,
2nd.
November the 5. November
November
5.
5th, yes. Mm-hmm.
November 5. Remember that is November 5. And then that'll be the countdown for the Survivor Series. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
ladies and gentlemen, the Survivor Series will be the final pay-per-view offering of WWE for 2022. Remember that it is 2022. Just to let everybody know, tickets are available right now for Madison Square Garden. The WWE and SmackDown will be coming to the Garden on Monday night, December the 26th. Monday night, December the 26th, it will be the annual holiday show. So I hope everybody will tune in to Madison Square Garden. I will be in Madison Square Garden the day after Christmas. So I hope that I'll see you there in the garden, and we're gonna have a lot of fun that night. So yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun, I believe. Yeah, that will be fun. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching the Domino's commercial, and we are waiting for
Mm.
Monday Night Raw to resume.
Everybody loves Domino's,
Yes,
except if you live in the tri-state area,
yes,
then you get real pizza.
right. That is correct.
It's like when you live in
Just to
Earl's
let
place, if
everybody
you
know,
get
you are watching.
Domino's, it's a crime.
Right,
You
exactly,
live in, if you live in
exactly,
Brooklyn and you get
exactly.
fast food pizza, that is like a crime against a crime. When you live in arguably one of the best pizza capitals in the world, especially in the United
Well,
States. Had
exactly,
to say that. Had to say
exactly.
that.
Yes, and I appreciate that. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with Monday Night Raw, and this is last Monday night. We're showing you why Lashley is no longer the United States champion. Rollins comes out. The crowd was red hot for Rollins. They wanted Rollins to get into the ring, and Lashley was not able to compete. He was unable to compete. Rollins then baited Lashley into the match. Lashley continued to get in the ring, and he lost. Lashley lost the U.S. title to Rollins, which I predicted was going to happen. The last time we did the Raw Watch Along, I told Jeffrey, I said to Jeffrey on the season premiere, we're going to have a brand new United States champion, and that's exactly what we got.
You did say that. Yes, you did say that.
Yes. So I did predict it. It did happen, and that it did came to fruition. Riddle versus Rollins 3. I'm surprised we are not getting it tonight. I thought we would get it at Crown Jewel.
They probably
Well,
have other plans for both of them. That's
right,
probably why.
right. That's probably why. Now, Rollins did the stomp. He did the stomp. He did the stomp. He did another stomp. He did another stomp. And one, two, three. And we have a brand new United States champion. That happened last week on Raw in Brooklyn.
I think the biggest reason why they took the title off of Bobby Lashley because of the plans that they have with Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, and they didn't think the United States Championship had any business being involved. So why not give Seth Rollins? Because right now the Raw does not have a World Championship on their brand. So why not give Seth Rollins the biggest title on the Raw brand by giving him the United States Championship and let him run with it, see how he does, and then eventually, get him ready for the Royal Rumble, and then what we're probably going to see is him versus Cody Rhodes again, getting ready for Rollins versus Rhodes again. And here
Um,
comes Seth.
and here comes Seth Rollins. Here
The
comes
crowd is
Seth
going
Rollins.
nuts again, singing his theme song.
Yes. Let me ask you something. Does Seth Rollins remind you of Carrying Grimes?
Better, better. Look at this crazy
Oh,
outfit
okay.
he's
So
wearing. This outfit he's
yeah, he's
wearing.
wearing this red outfit. Even though red is my favorite color. I
Me
wouldn't.
too. He's the most
Um,
over guy in the company right now. I would
yes,
argue
he
and say
is.
Seth Rollins is the most over guy in the company with how charismatic he is. This theme song is a massive hit. His gimmick is just hilarious. I mean, the outfits are hilarious. He's just owning it. And Seth
Uh,
Rollins is doing easily the best work he's done in years.
yeah, and
Years.
and and did you see those zebra shoes?
Oh
Did
my
you
god,
see?
I'm too busy looking at the glasses and the red outfit.
I look at the zebra shoes. Look at the
I'm
zebra.
looking at it. I'm trying to see how the zebra shoes. and the red outfit come together, but it's freaking Seth Rollins. I don't care. It's just such a goofy night.
Look at that. That doesn't. It's just it don't even match. Um,
What up, Raph?
Let me ask you
It
something.
doesn't match. It's so weird.
Would you? I mean, if
This
somebody gave you
crowd
those shoes
loves
for
him,
your birthday,
though. This
yes,
crowd
it does.
absolutely
Yes.
loves him.
Jeffrey, would you wear those shoes?
No, I would not. But you know what? If I'm as over as I am right now, like Rollins is, I might think about it. My God. What up, normal guy? How you doing, bro?
What's up, normal guy?
Let's see what Seth
Raphael.
Rollins has got to say. This is going to be interesting.
Yes. Okay, Rollins is saying that he's a champion, a U.S. champion. Are those pants leather? I think they're leather.
I probably are.
Everybody who doubted me, yeah. Whoever doubted me, who stopped believing in me. Look at those glasses.
Oh my God, Rollins, you are a goofball.
You can kiss my red, beautiful behind, he said.
He's so goofy.
Yeah, I know. Who always has my back? Every time I'm down and out. You do what you always do and sing my song. He is
Don't turn him
goofy.
face. Don't turn him baby face. He's too good as a heel.
Is he better than MJF?
No, MJF's the best heel in the business. That's not even a question.
Okay.
Rollins is killing it right now
Okay.
as a heel, but he's not MJF. But Rollins is fantastic as a heel. This theme song is getting him over.
Right. But who would win on the mic in a mic battle? MJF or Seth Rollins?
MJF's the best on the mic right now in the business. It's very hard to argue.
Okay.
I can't. MJF is on another level right now with his promo skills.
He said I'm gonna wipe the mat with Matt Riddle's body, and I'm gonna doing so. A miscommunication. Extreme Rules.
Oh, good. It is the main event. Thank the Lord. It should be.
You tapped out. You tapped out. The audience is saying.
Well, that's not going to make him happy. I love when Seth just snaps. Like he's just in a happy mode and then just snaps and he goes into like pissed off mode.
Yes, he does.
It. He's like, it's like he just stays calm. He's like, I did not tap out.
And I could be in the best possible condition. That's why I tapped out. I did it for you, he said. I did it for you. I did it for the audience.
He did.
And here comes Mustafa Ali. Here comes Mustafa Ali. Now, why is Mustafa Ali out here?
Well, they apparently changed up his character. They gave him a new look. They're going to try everything they can to get Mustafa Ali over as a new babyface on the show. They're going to try everything they can to get Mustafa Ali over on this channel. How? I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see. They gave him a new look. They gave him a new gimmick.
They gave him a new hairdo.
New hairdo, exactly.
He's coming out like in street clothes, and I'm not sure what they're doing here with Mustafa Ali. It's terrible that they don't have the right gimmick for him. It's terrible that they can't seem to put the right winning formula for him. I don't know. They tried it as a heel, it didn't work. They tried it as a babyface, it didn't work.
Maybe
I
he's
don't
just
know.
not good at getting his gimmick over. Maybe he's just not charismatic enough to connect with the audience. Just some guys are not
Yeah,
good enough when it comes to
it's
that.
just that's the answer.
He's great in the ring, but he just doesn't have that extra factor to get him over with the audience. Some people just don't have it. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way it
It
is.
just doesn't. It's just you don't have it. He doesn't
Yeah,
have the
you're
it
right.
factor, and this he just doesn't have the it factor, and
Mhm.
that's a shame. But that's the way it is.
You're right.
Mustafa now a challenge.
He's challenging Seth Rollins to a
Mustafa
United States
Seth
Championship
Rollins to the
match.
United States Championship. I don't want to see it.
We've already seen him in multiple United States Championship matches. He's going to beat
I
Rollins.
mean, you're not going to beat Rollins. I mean, that's impossible. That's going to happen.
He's like, do I look like Bobby Lashley?
He told him to get to the back of the line.
As he should. He lost.
You don't belong in this. He
No,
said,
he
"What
said
you
he's
looking at
staring
me
at his
for,
next
man?"
freaking problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what Mustafa just said. I look, listen. There's just no way he's gonna get the title. There's just no. I mean, how many times
Even
are
if
we
he
gonna see
is,
this?
even if he does, are people going to care? Because Seth Rollins is so over right now. Rollins is so over that Ali's going to try to be the babyface, but he's going to be going in this match as the heel.
You're a great father, great friend. Oh, Rollins is beating the stew out of Mustafa Ali. He's beating the stew, and he just threw Mustafa Ali out of the ring.
They're trying to pump Mustafa Ali as like some type of underdog, making him look like he's just like an underdog that he never can be up to the level of Rollins or anybody else. And they're going to try to push him and push him and push him until he eventually gets to that level.
Look out, look
They're
out.
going to try
Mustafa
really
from
hard.
behind. Mustafa from behind. And he's beating the stew. He's beating the stew out of Rollins. Oh, Rollins with a chop to the throat. Oh, he just threw Mustafa right into the ring post. And I think he broke his nose. I think he broke Mustafa Ali's nose.
Is he bleeding from his nose?
Uh, I can't see what happened here. Let's see.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh! Oh my God! The way he was thrown into the post.
oh,
Jesus!
maybe it's his jaw. Oh, but let me just be honest here. Let me just be honest here. Nobody is going to care about Mustafa
Oh
Ali.
my God! Oh my
Okay.
God! What a hit!
Oh, oh, who's this? Oh, JBL is here.
Uh-oh.
JBL is here. What is this?
The former
Why is
longest
JBL here? We're
reigning at
gonna
the
find
time
out next.
WWE champion on SmackDown back in
Why is
2005.
JBL right? Well, why is JBL here? Well, we're gonna find out because Raw just went on to commercial. Okay, so we're on commercial, ladies and gentlemen, and
Do you miss
we have
JBL?
no. I mean, not really. I mean,
Mm,
what purpose does he serve? What I mean, all he does is the pre-show show. He doesn't do anything else. I didn't see him do
manager?
anything else.
Could be a manager for
Manager
somebody.
who? Who's he gonna
Baron
manage?
Corbin? Last time he was on TV, he took Baron Corbin with him in his limousine about a few weeks ago. We haven't seen Baron Corbin since. Maybe that's what they're going to try to do. Have Baron Corbin and maybe have Baron Corbin and JBL together. Further AM, what is going on, bro? Further on Twitch, watching the stream right now. I hope you're doing well,
Further,
Further. Thank you so much for coming by the stream,
further,
and we hope
AOM,
you're
how
having
are
an excellent
you?
day too. Hope you're having an excellent
I
day
hope you
too,
had an
bro.
excellent day, Jay. Just to
We
let
gotta hook up
everybody know,
sometime in the
welcome
future
to
as well.
yes, just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raw Watch Along. My name is Earl Cole. That is Jeffrey. Please hit the subscribe button on my channel. Please hit the subscribe button on Jeffrey's channel. And please subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Follow them on Twitch at hardcoresports1.com. And of course, follow them on Twitter at hardcoresportsn. And hit that like button. Hit the like button on Jeffrey's channel. Hit the like button on my channel. Hit the like button on the Hardcore Sports channel. We greatly appreciate it.
Because if you don't, Earl is
And
going to give
everyone
you a
in the chat, thank you
superplex.
so much for.
Earl is going to superplex you if you don't hit that like button. He's going to go over and he's going to give you a big superplex off the top rope. And he's going to curb stomp you onto the mat. That's exactly what's going to happen. And he's going to sing that song in the background the entire time as he goes over. Exactly what's going to happen with Earl.
And when I do the curve stomp to you, ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey will be holding your neck while I do the curve stomp. That's exactly what will happen. So therefore, hit that like button if you don't want that to happen. Hit the like button.
Yes,
We
but
are
that's
having so
not a
much.
threat to anybody in case anybody takes it the wrong way. It's not a
Wait,
threat. We're just
don't.
joking.
We're just
Just a
kidding,
joke.
folks.
Yes, ha
It's a
ha
joke.
ha ha. Just a joke between me and Earl.
It's a joke. That's right. It's a joke. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't take it serious. Don't get it twisted. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. It's very important. When we greatly appreciate it. The Yankees and Guardians are still in a rain delay. A decision will be made at 9:15. So 9:15 is when we're going to make a decision here on the game. So stand by, ladies and gentlemen. The decision is coming very shortly from Major League Baseball as to what we're going to do with tonight's game.
Now, I really don't understand what they're doing with this whole Mustafa Ali stuff. If they're just trying to make this guy get beaten down and beaten down and beaten down and beaten down every single week until eventually he's able to rise up and start fighting back for himself and make him look like, an underdog story. And maybe that's what Triple H is trying to go for with Mustafa Ali. I don't know. I don't think the crowd cares, but you never know. I mean, they're going to do everything they can to try to get this guy over.
But how many times are we going to see him lose? I mean, it's just it becomes redundant after a while. It's like,
But even if he wins, are people going to care?
I don't know.
That's the problem. Are people going to actually care if he
No.
wins? I don't think so either.
No.
I don't.
No.
He's lost too much, and he's just not. He's a character that's not connecting with the crowd.
Right, and he's not credible. So
exactly.
It's not good.
And damage control is just about to enter the ring.
Right, damage control, ladies and gentlemen.
Talk about a group that needs a jolt too. Damage control.
Yes.
There's dead as dead can be right now as well.
Yes, and that is because of those tag team belts. I just wish they didn't have to bring those belts back because they were a disaster when Vince had them, and they're even more of a disaster now. The women's division is depleted, so I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why you had to put tag team champions together like that.
And I'm going to say it again. Nobody gives a damn, unfortunately, about Dakota Kai and Io Sky. I've said it once and I've said it again. Nobody gives a damn about these women right now. They're just there. And that's the thing that sucks. They're so talented. And Candice LeRae is another one. Nobody cares about these women right now. And that's the unfortunate thing about it. They're just there.
Because the thing is, they were booked into purgatory. And when you are booked into purgatory, the audience gets turned off. So Bailey is at ringside. She's going to be on the commentary. And that she's going to sit down and. So now here comes the Poison Vixen, Candice LeRae. And I believe that this match is for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Um, let's see how the audience reacts to this match. Not too much of a crowd reaction to what's happening here.
They did. Nobody cares. It's unfortunate, but nobody cares about Candice LeRae. And there was a rumor that Candice LeRae did say when she returned back to WWE that she would like to reform the Way. And if anybody knows about who the Way is, that's Johnny Gargano, that's Austin Theory, that was Dexter Loomis for a little bit. It was Candice LeRae, and it was also Indy
Mm,
Hartwell, who is probably on her way up to the main roster in the very near future. So Candice
right.
LeRae has said she wants to reform the Way, as we're going to get Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae taking on Dakota Kai and Io Sky of Damage Control. With like what Earl said, we're going to be having Bailey on commentary with Kevin Patrick and Corey Graves
Yes,
in this tag
exactly.
team title match.
Exactly.
Are we going to get title
Exactly.
change?
Just
Are we going to get title change? That's the thing.
or is this a non-title match? I'm not sure. I'm a little confused. I haven't heard the announcement that we're going to get a title match. So I'm going to assume that this is a non-title match. Now, the only thing I don't want to see in here, well, unfortunately we will. Somebody has to get pinned in here. I don't want to see a champion get pinned because that would not look good.
Then Candice
Um
has got to get pinned. If it's
they
anybody's got to get pinned, it's got to be Candice.
right. So Candice must be pinned in this match. I don't want to see Bianca get pinned, and I do not want to see Damage Control get pinned in the match. So let's just keep it fair. Candice will have to take the L. Mm,
Yeah, at the same time, Candice is really just there in this matchup. But I'm gonna let Earl call the matchup. Just want to throw that in there as we got Io and Candice starting the matchup, beating the hell out of each other. But Earl, go ahead.
Um, yeah. Now a tag into Bianca Belair, and Bianca now with a beautiful splash. One, two, no.
That's
Um,
awesome. Harrison Ford
yeah,
officially
that
joined
is
the Marvel Universe.
yes. Sophia Daphne, how are you? Almighty, hello. How's everybody tonight? Hit the like button, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. And oh, beautiful shoulder block by Bianca. And she has Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai now with a punch to the gut to Bianca. She Bianca now is getting in the wrong corner, and she tags Io Sky and double suplex from the no. Bianca stands up and she tags in Candice LeRae. Both women double drop kick. Candice LeRae. Oh, she's using her feet. Baseball slide. Candice LeRae does a baseball slide. And now Dakota Kai being picked up by Bianca. Bianca just dumps her over the top rope. Candice LeRae now. Oh, beautiful splash to both women. Candice LeRae. Now we're going to commercial. The crowd really is not into this match. I'm sorry to say this, ladies and gentlemen, but the crowd is really not behind this match. They did clap for some of the moves in the match, but that's about it.
They'll clap for
There
anything.
is
They'll
no
clap for any moves. That's not out of
right,
the
exactly.
ordinary.
Right.
It's the
Chris
problem,
Starr,
Earl. I think that the problem is that Candice didn't get a very good introduction when she returned back to WWE. Like I said, the main roster has no idea who the hell Candice LeRae is. NXT does, but like we mentioned, different audiences. They have no idea who Candice is. She's sort of an unknown name on the main roster. It's going to take some time until eventually, if at all, these women connect with the main roster audience. They just don't care about Dakota Kai and Io Sky as much as I hate saying it. They don't give a damn about Dakota Kai and Io Sky. They don't. As much as Triple H is trying so hard to get these women over, the crowd doesn't care. And even Bianca is getting stale as a babyface. Her babyface gimmick is not working like it did before. She's getting stale. She's getting boring on the mic. It's going nowhere. And I think the best thing they can do right now is they might have to hit a reset button eventually. If they can find somebody that's viable enough to take those tag titles off of Damage Control and maybe hit the reset button with this group, unless you could do something to give this group a little bit of a jolt, because right now it's not working. It is not working with this group, unfortunately. And Candice LeRae
Let
needs
me.
some type of jolt too, and they need to turn Bianca heel. Enough of this babyface crap. She needs to go heel. Go ahead, Earl.
Right. Um, I agree with the assessment. I agree with the entire assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I agree with you. They've been booked into purgatory. Just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but you can follow me on Twitter at WWE Earl C. That's WWE Earl C on Twitter. That's my Twitter handle right then and here. I did a
Mm-hmm.
poll and I asked on the Twitter universe. You can vote on it as well, Jeffrey. Um,
Mm-hmm.
does Triple H can Triple H save the women's division? Over 98% of you says yes. Overwhelmingly, you all said yes. Um, I think it's going to take time for him to build up the women's division because right now it's depleted. It
Yes.
is depleted. It is washed over, and
Mm-hmm.
Triple H needs to be a mop. He needs to be a mop, and the women's division needs to be cleaned up. So,
Mm-hmm.
he needs to reintroduce the ladies to the audience, and he needs to
Mm-hmm.
reconnect the ladies to the audience, which is something that is vital at this point. Because the audience is just stale. They're just not
Yes.
getting these women matches. They're not getting these women's matches, and that's unfortunate. We are back,
And there's
ladies
been
and
some
gentlemen, with my
rumors. There's some quick rumors I want to throw out there. There has been interest from WWE in people like Chelsea Green and Mia Yim to possibly come back to the company. There have been rumors out
oh,
there that Chelsea Green is heavily interested from WWE, and there's a possibility of interest in Mia Yim, though I believe Mia Yim thinks she might want to go to AEW because of the fact her husband, Keith Lee, is right now working there. So you might have that dynamic,
right,
but there is interest from the both of them. But Earl, you may continue as we got Io and Bianca in the ring right now. Io's got like a
right,
stretch move on her.
right. And Bianca right now just gave a backbreaker to Io, and she just tagged in Dakota. Dakota now in the ring. Dakota and a beautiful back elbow. Bianca did. Bianca now is going up to the second rope. Nope, she got her by the braid. Dakota got Bianca by the braid. We're using a tug of war. They're tugging a war with with her braid. And Io Sky is trying to pull Candice off the apron, but no, that threat was not happening. And now Candice LeRae is with forearm shivers. Crowd pops for that move. And of course, now they just chopping the. She is just chopping up. She is just chopping up Candice LeRae in the corner. And here comes Io Sky, and Candice is beating them both in the corner. Candice is screaming and all of that. And bang, the audience is just dead. This crowd is dead. I'm sorry, this crowd is dead. And
They just don't care.
that is an elbow to the gut. No, they don't. And then covers one, two. No, don't pin the champion, Candice. That's a no-no. That is a no-no. Candice LeRae off the back of EO, right on top of EO. And now Dakota now gets in the ropes. Oh, Candice with a boot to the face to Dakota. Damage control right now is taking control on Candice LeRae. They just swiped her legs out from under her from the top rope. And of course, they beat the stew out of her, tagging Io Sky. Io Sky's the legal woman in the match. Again, you could fly a paper plane over the audience, and I don't think they would even care. The
And
audience
you
is
could
just
say
not
that it's
interested
like
in this match.
you could say it's a trend too, Earl. That you could say it like, oh, well, maybe it's city
Well,
to city, but this is every single week that the women are just not getting any type of reaction at
yeah,
all.
yeah, because they're just not connecting to the audience, and
Yeah,
they're not connecting to the audience. Bianca is clapping her hands at the audience to tell the audience to wake up, wake up, wake up. The audience did clap for a minute, but then they put their hands back down. Now they tagged her in, and Dakota Kai is choking Candice LeRae in the corner, and oh, beautiful leg kick to the face, pump kick. One, two, no. Poison Pixie is still alive, says Kevin Patrick. I wish the audience was like that, but unfortunately, that's not happening.
the match has been actually
Um,
pretty solid. I mean, these four are going to put on good matches overall. It's just
yeah, the
unfortunately
match
there's
is
a high
great.
kick. Yeah, it's
Right.
the crowd doesn't care, and it's taking away from
One,
the
two.
match.
Right. It's deflating the match. It takes
It
away
is,
from the nuance of the match
and it's
because
making me
the
not
crowd
care
is
about
like,
the match.
right.
I hate to say it, it's making me not
Without
care for this match at all.
it's almost like when you have a party. If you have a terrible DJ, the party is ruined. Well,
Yeah,
this is what happens in this match. Without the crowd element, the match is nothing. It means nothing.
yeah.
Um. Yeah. So Bianca right now is on the top rope, and she's giving 10, 10. The crowd is counting 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
So they're stealing what do you call it? Ty Dillinger's gimmick?
Right.
They're stealing I'm sorry, Sean Spears' gimmick? Is that what they're doing?
Sean Spears, yes. Um, Bianca now has, and look at this drop kick. Wow. And Candice covers one, two, no. No, just in time. They broke up the count. Oh, heel kick to Bianca from. Oh, look out, look out, look out. No. Oh, Belair sent to the outside. What a pump kick right to the face. Bianca goes down. Oh, you face plant. All all of the women are down in the match. All of the women. And here comes uh-oh. What's Bailey doing? Bailey's under the rope. She got a kendo stick. Oh no, over the announce table goes Bianca. Just took Bailey out of the match. Bianca just took Bailey out of the match after she tried to interfere. LeRae is legal. Io Sky tags in Dakota Kai bang. And look out, what are they doing here? What a beautiful offense by both ladies. Bang! And that's it. One, two, three. Damage control wins.
As we expected, and who's the one that got pinned? Candice LeRae,
Candice
like we
LeRae.
expected.
Yeah,
That's
just
good
like as you
booking.
called it. Great call, Jeffrey. Great call.
Good booking.
Excellent.
Nobody gave a shit. Nobody gave a shit about the match, but
Right,
unfortunately,
right,
oh, they did the old Hardy move there. Remember the Hardys used to do
right.
that move, that underhook like leg turnaround?
Yeah.
That must be their new
Yes.
finisher.
And the announce table has been getting a lot of work tonight. Um, it should be trending worldwide on Twitter. And that's it. Yeah. Wow.
I think the match was pretty solid, but I'll be honest, Earl, I just didn't care because the crowd's lack of enthusiasm
What
for
did
these
I?
women
What?
is just not. It's making the match suck. It's making these women feel
Um.
irrelevant.
What did I just say? What did I just say 2 seconds ago, Jeffrey? What did I just say?
Well,
After.
when you're booked into oblivion for so long and you're not given the proper entrance that these women have
Exactly right.
needed, nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're irrelevant right now, and it's a shame because they're very talented wrestlers. All these women. They're NXT royalty. As we got Matt Riddle now coming over in the back.
Right.
There's Kathy Kelly back with WWE, if you guys didn't know.
Yes. Yes. She was on NXT,
Yes.
and now she's back with WWE.
I'm
Ali.
surprised she came back. I thought she'd be still doing an outside projects, but it's good to see Kathy Kelly back with WWE.
Yeah, because she deserves it. She deserves to be back. They said the door was open for her to come back.
And once Triple H took over, that door was swung open.
Yep. Oh, the Miz now fainting a knee injury. Jorge Rubio, how are you? Thank you very much. Thank you. Hit the like button. Oh, he's faking it. The Miz is faking it.
Oh yeah, Riddle and Ali are just looking at the Miz with the knee injury.
Right. Uh, Triple H definitely doing a good thing. Yes, he is.
Some of the things he's doing are absolutely working. Some of it still needs a little bit more work.
It needs a little bit more
No, and
tweaking.
the problem is not everybody is going to connect with the audience. You have to come to reality. Triple H can do
Right.
his best to get everybody over as best he can. Some people are just not going to connect. It's the way of wrestling.
And they don't
Some people
and
will,
they
and some
don't have
people won't.
right, and sometimes you don't if you don't have the it factor, there's nothing that nobody can do for that. There's just
And
nobody
also,
that's gonna do for
Earl,
that.
also, you know what the thing is too? Some people they get over naturally. They just get over naturally on television, whether it's a gimmick they
Right,
do, whether it's a catchphrase they say, it
right,
gets them over. Hell, look at the acclaimed.
right.
The acclaimed just went together with Daddy Ass. What do they call him? Big Badass Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
Whoever thought that was
right,
going to work out like it did? Now look at them.
right.
Now look at them. It's worked like a
Look,
charm.
look, look, Scissor Me Daddy. It's always trending worldwide on Twitter.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
gimmick that got over naturally because they
uh,
caught on with the crowd, and look what happened since.
right.
As they just showed what's going to be happening on Friday Night SmackDown. This Friday, we're going to be getting Damage Control defending their WWE Women's Tag Team titles against Shotzi Blackheart and Raquel Rodriguez. I have to
Again,
wonder, are
I'm
we
not.
going to get a title change or not?
Again, another match that nobody cares about. I mean,
Well, I
really.
think Raquel has promise. I
Shotzi,
just don't know with Shotzi. I don't know. The Tank could get her over, though. The Tank could get her over. I just
Jorge
think, like,
Rubio
Earl,
says,
this
go
channel
ahead.
needs more love. Definitely. Jorge, thank you so much, man, for coming by the stream. If you can, I think you're on Earl's channel right now. If you want to, come over by my channel, NYG JeffyT85. If you want to hit a like over there too, I'd appreciate it greatly, along with Earl. So thank you so much for coming by the stream. And I agree, Earl's channel does need a lot more love because the dude works his ass off for everything he does for years. And he deserves more
Yeah.
love and more respect and more credibility and more notoriety than he gets in the wrestling business. Just saying.
I appreciate that, Jeffrey, and thank you very much, Jorge. Yes, everybody that does subscribe to my channel, Jorge, does show me the love,
Mm.
and they do show me the subs, and I do appreciate it, and I greatly appreciate it, and I greatly appreciate for all of the friendships that I have gathered. Of course,
This women's
WhatsApp
division,
or
though, is pissing me
I am
off.
greatly
I mean,
appreciated. Jeffrey is one of yes.
the women's division is really frustrating me. I mean, it's
Go
not
ahead.
even just because they're being booked bad. It's just because the crowd just doesn't care. Nobody's connecting with the audience as
No,
much. So it's just it's a
no.
shame. But like you said, Earl, when you're booked into oblivion for so long, you're not given the proper entrance, you're not given the proper debut and everything else. Nobody cares. And that's exactly what happened. These
No,
women can
I
go out there
mean,
and put on the best matches out there, but nobody gives a flying you know what about the women's division.
right? No, they
Just
don't.
saying. Nobody
And,
cares.
and look. You want an example? Look what happened when Vince McMahon was in charge of the women's division. Look how 2-minute matches he booked. Look
Yep.
how many times he put Lana through a table. I mean, that's how you treat your women's division. I mean,
24/7
that's not a good
segments.
look. Yeah, I mean that's not a good look.
I
Um,
Well, if you want, Jorge, we can put our links into the channel. That way, if you want to sub up to both myself and Earl, I think you're subbed up to Earl, but if you want to sub up to my channel too, we can put our links into the channel. So at least if you want to check out what both our channels are like, you can go do that for us. So it's the
and
women's division is just such a disaster, bro. It's such a
it
shame,
is.
but it's such a freaking
It's
disaster.
just in shambles.
Mhm.
It's so depleted.
I even think if it
Um,
wasn't depleted, are people still
yeah,
going to
NXT to
care?
no, because the problem is that the selective women that are coming out on stage have been booked into oblivion. So if you've
Hmm.
been booked into oblivion, how are we supposed to care? How are we supposed to connect with you? How is that possible?
Absolutely.
How is
Absolutely.
it possible? How is that when we see you over and over again in a job or situation? How is that possible?
Hmm. No, I agree. It's going to make people just turn away and not give a friggin' you know what about the division. And it's a shame, but that's just the real of it. That's just the absolute realism of what you do.
Right.
It sucks, but this division needs a reset. Big channel.
Exactly. Um,
Oh, it's Cora Jade.
Hardcore Sports Network. Cora Jade just confronted Rhea Ripley. Jeffrey's channel is in there. Hardcore Sports channel is in there. Jeffrey's channel. All of the links that are in the chat right now are
Looks like
available
Cora
for
Jade's
you.
going to have Rhea Ripley challenge Roxanne Perez on NXT.
Right.
Looks like we're going to be getting Roxanne Perez taking on Rhea Ripley if she's able to wrestle. I don't know if she is.
Rhea Ripley just accepted the match. So,
There you go.
and here comes JBL, ladies and gentlemen. JBL is
I
on
missed that
his way.
entrance.
Yeah.
I missed that entrance. I don't know why. I miss his like old.
I like the two step.
Ah!
And here comes John Bradshaw Layfield. And let's see what he's got to say. He's coming in the
I
ring to
love
cut a promo.
wrestling. God. I miss
he looks
JBL.
he
Still
looks
the
good.
best and most devastating finisher of all time. One of them, the clothesline from hell.
Oh yes,
Nobody
and
has
then
a more devastating finisher than the clothesline of hell.
exactly.
He does look great. I agree with you, Earl. He looks fantastic, the shape he's
Yes,
in
he
right now.
does.
I don't mind this at all. I don't mind a JBL being here. I miss JBL.
Before I make that announcement, I would like to say something from the bottom of my heart, in all sincerity, to the world. I apologize.
JBL said, "I apologize
For doing this in Oklahoma.
for doing this in Oklahoma."
I just trolled the whole crowd.
You trailer park living hillbillies.
You're right, Jorge. You're absolutely right on that comment. That's true.
Yeah.
It's going to take years to fix that division.
Yes. God bless Texas. Hook 'em horns,
Right.
he said. Hook 'em
That's right.
horns, JBL says.
I love when he starts. The crowd is pissing him off. I love it. I love JBL pissing off the crowd.
Yes.
That's right, because Texas and Oklahoma colleges played each other and Texas beat them.
He said he despised the state. He says, I despise each and every one of you, Oklahomas. I've got great news. Rey Mysterio has left Monday Night Raw. That deadbeat dad.
Those
He's
two
a
had a
deadbeat
feud back
dad.
then, too.
Yes. Of himself. Get on your sweat hog feet. Clap your redneck hands. Baron
There you go.
Corbin.
Baron Corbin is on Raw.
Here comes Baron Corbin. Oh, he's dressed differently.
JBL and Baron Corbin together. I like it.
Yeah.
What the hell is he wearing?
I have no idea.
Hey, maybe somebody like JBL
Corbin,
can get close to Corbin. I like it. I like it. I'm curious how this is going to go. Go ahead, Earl.
I'm kind of curious myself, Jeffrey. This is interesting.
Well, I think this is going to be somebody that could give Baron Corbin some direction. When you pair him up with somebody like JBL, JBL can be like a manager to help get Baron Corbin possibly to that next level. And plus, they have gimmicks that are very similar to one another. You know, like that rich, obnoxious heel. So I don't mind this at all.
CEW Bed-Stuy. Hello, how are you? Hit that like button. Thank you very much.
What up, CWE? How you doing, bro? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by and supporting, bro. We definitely appreciate it. Texas whooped their ass. I agree. My Bruins are beating the Panthers 3-1. Congratulations, bro. Good job. I think it's going to be great.
A star that would be a champion in any generation. So I want you to remember these words. I want you to write it down, and I want you to etch it in stone. Today starts the Monday Night Raw emergence of the modern day wrestling god.
There you go. JBL's going to try to make him the new wrestling god.
Yep. And here comes Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler looks like he's going to be taking on Baron Corbin.
Is he going to give him the clothesline from hell?
No, I don't know. Ziggler will be of course putting over Corbin, no doubt about it
Yeah.
in this match because of JBL's influence. So we're gonna go to commercial, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go to commercial.
So they changed up Corbin's look. They changed up Corbin's entrance music, and they gave him JBL as his manager. And they're going to try to turn him into the
Right.
modern day JBL. I'm interested. I'm interested. Do I love it yet 100%? No. But am I interested? Absolutely, because I want to see where they're going to go with this gimmick and if it possibly could get over, especially if JBL is going to be the mouthpiece of a Baron Corbin, and if this could get Baron Corbin to the level where we think he could go, because the guy has the look of a champion, he has the heat that he can get as a heel champion. The question is, are we going to be able to get him over as a champion? That's the question. He's going to be able to be a champion going forward with such a loaded roster and so many guys that are potential championship people. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm intrigued.
Just to let everybody know, when Monday Night Raw returns, Jeffrey will be taking you the rest of the way. He'll be closing the show tonight. He will be calling the Corbin match, and going forward, he'll be calling the other matches as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down my commentary, and I will. If anybody has a question for me in the chat, or if Jeffrey wants to ask me a
Oh, no, they're
question,
too
he's
busy
more
fighting
than
over basketball stuff right now. You look in the chat right now. CWE Ben Stewie and Almighty Finesse are too busy fighting over basketball stuff. You guys didn't know the NBA season starts tomorrow, so just dropping that. The NBA season will start tomorrow, and I have a preview video coming at noon tomorrow about the Brooklyn Nets and their preview starting the season. So
and
basketball talk started.
just to let everybody know, tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, it is this special AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite will happen tomorrow night at 8
Yep.
Eastern on TBS.
We want
Um,
revenge on you, by the way, Jorge. We want
Celtics
revenge.
Pride.
Good luck to you. Congratulations on you guys, but we want revenge against you guys. See, the basketball talk is already starting. Knicks, Nets, Celtics, got fans all over the place starting to talk trash to one another.
Exactly.
See, our stream has been taken over for basketball fans, Earl.
I like a little friendly competition. I really do.
I do
Um,
too. It's gonna make it more
uh,
entertaining when the season starts.
exactly.
Go ahead, Earl.
Just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, Major League Baseball has not made an announcement yet. They're still on a holding pattern. The Yankees and Guardians are still in a rain delay. They were supposed to make a decision at 9:15. It's
I got
almost
an
9.
update for you, Earl, on that. They just made an announcement that they're hopeful to have a decision by 9:30 today. They reported on Bleacher Report. They're hopefully having
Okay.
a decision on what to do with the baseball game tonight. Obviously, it's a Game 5, winner take all. The winner of that series between the Yankees and the Guardians are going to play against the Houston Astros in the ALCS championship. So,
Okay, so 9:30, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a decision on this game tonight. So 9:30. So stand by if you are want to see the Yankees and the Guardians on TBS. We're in a holding pattern
he's
right
been
now.
good, that Zappy kid, by the way. Congratulations to your Patriots. You're a lot better than you guys think. You guys are doing very well.
Right.
All right.
And Monday
As we're
Night
just
Raw
getting to the
is
matchup,
back on the air.
you got Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin. Earl's going to handle the comments going forward, and I'll call the matches for the rest of the show. Baron
Right.
Corbin clotheslines Dolph Ziggler over the top rope. Ziggler goes flying over the top rope. We got JBL now on commentary with Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick. Corbin on the outside. Corbin grabbing Ziggler, throws him back into the ring. Corbin going into the middle of the ring. JBL talking trash right now, trying to pump up Baron Corbin. Kick right there to the leg. Another kick to the leg by Ziggler on Corbin. Ziggler now, a couple of punches to the face of Baron Corbin. Corbin up the middle ropes. Big boot to the face, knocking Ziggler to the ground. Corbin trying to get himself hyped up to the crowd after that big boot to the face of Dolph Ziggler after he bounced off the middle ropes. Corbin picking up Ziggler. Big fist to the face. Ziggler going flying down to the mat. We all know that Ziggler is excellent when it comes to selling. Sometimes he oversells, but he's very good when it comes to selling matches. Corbin smashes Ziggler's face to the ground.
Yeah, Ziggler is good at bumps. He's good at that.
He is. He is. He sometimes gets over-criticized for overselling a little bit too much, but I think Ziggler is one of the best when it comes to making superstars look excellent in the ring. Dolph Ziggler now being held up by Baron Corbin. Takes shots right to the gut of Corbin. Multiple shots to Corbin. And a back elbow to the face of Ziggler.
Pike
1,
Bill.
2, and it's a 2 count.
Charlotte.
Baron Corbin gets right back up.
Next Friday we're in St. Louis.
There you go. Next Friday we're gonna be in St. Louis for WWE SmackDown.
Oh, SmackDown, right?
Actually, we're gonna be Toledo, Ohio.
And next Monday, ladies and gentlemen, we're in Charlotte.
Ziggler on top of the top rope, pounding the way at Baron Corbin. Corbin picks him up. Corbin's got Ziggler up with one arm. Throws Ziggler. Ziggler lands back on his feet. Back elbow to the face of Baron Corbin. Ziggler up. DDT to the mat. 1, 2, and Corbin kicks out at 2.
Almighty Finesse, I don't know what you're talking about. The Nets do have a fan base. I don't know what you mean by that.
He's just trolling. I'm ignoring him. Almighty just likes to hear himself talk sometimes.
When the Nets, CWE says, when the Nets win, Knicks fans will become Nets fans overnight.
Okay. Ziggler pounding right now. Corbin in the corner. Corbin right now in the bottom corner, laying on the ground after Ziggler's been punching him in the face repeatedly. Ziggler bringing up Corbin. Ziggler raking Corbin's face on the ring ropes. He's raking the face of Corbin on the ring ropes. Corbin reverses it. Corbin. Beautiful body slam by Baron Corbin. It looked like a reverse suplex. Smashing Ziggler's face into the mat. Inverted beautiful vertical suplex there by Baron Corbin on Dolph Ziggler. Beautiful stuff there. Corbin underneath the bottom rope. Corbin, big clothesline to Ziggler. Corbin takes down Ziggler. Corbin getting the advantage out, getting himself hyped up in this matchup. Crowd is booing, absolutely booing the hell out of Dolph Ziggler, or out of Baron Corbin. Big clothesline there, reminiscent of the clothesline from hell from Baron Corbin from JBL to his opponents in the past. Corbin now on the outside. Corbin getting Ziggler, picking him back up.
Okay. If the Nets win multiple chips, when the Knicks have it in 50 years, you all will feel certain bandwagon.
As we go to the commercial break. What do you think about that?
We are back, and I love the way the aggressiveness of Corbin. I absolutely love it, and I love the way the direction of what JBL is doing. And I love him on commentary. He's great as a heel, JBL. He's fabulous.
He is.
And I think he's gonna help. I think he's gonna help Corbin elevate his game.
I agree. I think that the less that Corbin talks, the better off for him going forward in his matchups. I think Corbin has got to be a guy that he doesn't talk a lot. He just goes out there and has that aggressive mindset that JBL had back in his heyday in the 90s and 2000s. That's what Baron Corbin has got to take. He's got to take in that old school JBL type of gimmick, in terms of his aggressiveness in the ring, but also have that cockiness that JBL had too. That's what he needs to take going forward in this type of gimmick that they're putting with him for with JBL and Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Jorge Rubio says this is definitely good booking for Corbin. Yes, I agree.
It is. It is. This is a good way to get Corbin back over to where he could be because Corbin's talented. People rag on Corbin all the time. They think he's boring. They think he's directionless. They think he's got no gimmick, etc., etc. Baron Corbin is one of those guys that can get heat on. He can get heat on people. He just needs the right gimmick. He needs the right gimmick to help get
Right.
him over. And that's the problem. He's never had a good gimmick since he had the lone wolf gimmick back in the day. And when they killed him, they killed that gimmick when they didn't have him beat John Cena for that championship. That was it. That's when Baron Corbin's gimmick died. That's when the Lone Wolf died, and that's when Corbin has had gimmick after gimmick after gimmick. Whether it was Constable Corbin, whether it was Happy Corbin, whether it was Sad Corbin, whatever the hell Corbin you want to call him. He's really never had a gimmick that's fully gotten over with the crowd. This is maybe a new set of direction that WWE is going to try to get the most out of Baron Corbin with a guy like JBL, who we know is good on the mic, and maybe have Corbin talk less and have Corbin just get over with his in-ring work and his intimidation as the new modern-day wrestling god. Go ahead, Earl.
Let's look at the chat and see. Jorge Rubio, Corbin just needs to be an ass kicker. I believe that the Yankee game is going to start soon. I think they're going to start the game soon. But no word yet. No word yet. We're still in a rain delay.
Yes, they're going to get to a decision probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes. As we get back to Raw action, and Baron Corbin is laying the fist right now in the face of Dolph Ziggler. Corbin right now is showing off that aggressive side against a guy like Baron Corbin with JBL on commentary. JBL is now the new manager of Baron Corbin going forward, and he announced in his promo that he did earlier that he's going to try to make Baron Corbin the next breakout star on Monday Night Raw and turn him into the modern day wrestling god for what JBL was before. As Baron Corbin is getting heat from the crowd as we speak. Corbin right now is just fighting and arguing with the crowd. He's getting into it with the crowd right now. Corbin picks up Ziggler.
Yes.
Ziggler with punches right to the gut. Multiple punches. Corbin throws him off the ropes. Ziggler, misstep there by Ziggler. Corbin, Ziggler with a big fist, pounding the way at Corbin. Corbin's caught in the ropes right now, pounding him. Corbin throws Ziggler away on the outside. Ziggler off the back rope. Big clothesline there by Dolph Ziggler. Another clothesline by Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler in the ropes. Jumps up on the top. More pounding in the fist of Baron Corbin in the corner. And there's a neck breaker in the middle of the ring. Big neck breaker by Dolph Ziggler. Pumping up the crowd. He's getting the crowd excited in the middle of the ring. Elbow drop in the middle. 1, 2, and Corbin kicks out at 2. Nice little rally there by Dolph Ziggler in the middle of the ring against Baron Corbin.
Right.
And the wounds of the matchup are starting to show. This is a big gash and a big cut right on the side of Dolph Ziggler's side.
What a beautiful throw by Corbin to Ziggler in the corner there. That was vicious.
Nice. Beautiful
I like
fall away
this.
slam there.
I love this.
1, 2,
Corbin.
no.
Oh no. Oh. 1, 2, no.
Ziggler is right now just in the ring looking like an absolute mess. Baron Corbin is trying to get himself psyched up, continuing the pounding on Dolph Ziggler. Baron Corbin gets him up looking for the end of day. Ziggler reverses it. Famouser! Famouser in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, no! Kicks out at 2. Baron Corbin was going for his finisher at the end of day. Ziggler reversed it and managed to hit a Famouser at Baron Corbin in the middle of the ring. As both men right now are laying in the middle of the ring, exhausted.
Oh, what a headbutt. What a headbutt by Ziggler.
Ooh.
He went for a zigzag. Deep six. Mm.
Both men just pounding the hell out of each other in the middle of the ring. Big clubbing blow by Ziggler. One right back by Corbin. Headbutt by Ziggler. Ziggler going for he was going there for the zigzag, and there's a big deep six in the middle of the ring.
This
Baron
is a
Corbin
really
with the
good
deep
match. Yes,
six,
it
and he
is.
kicks out at
Yes, it is,
two.
Jorge.
Good job
And
there.
Jorge, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Jorge. I greatly appreciate it.
Big deep six there by Baron Corbin in the middle of the ring against Dolph Ziggler. Thank you for the sub too, Jorge. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Is the crowd into this match?
I can't really tell because I have it on mute right now.
Oh, okay.
Not really. The crowd is as quiet as the women's match was. Ziggler to the top, Ziggler to the middle row. Ziggler jumps. Corbin catches Ziggler off the middle row, throws him up, looking for the chokeslam. Ziggler reverses it. Drop kick to the face. Corbin looking for the big boot, misses. Ziggler, zigzag. Ziggler hits the zigzag. 1, 2, and he kicks out at 2. Baron Corbin after Ziggler hit the zigzag, and Baron Corbin kicks out at 2. Very entertaining match. You're always going to get a good match when you have Dolph Ziggler in a matchup. Corbin was looking for that big boot
The crowd
after
seems
bouncing
to
off the middle rope.
the crowd seems to have come alive in the match. Oh, end of days. Bye.
Ziggler right now getting up, trying to get to the corner, see if he can get more of an advantage. The crowd is starting to get a little bit more hyped up for Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler looking for that super kick. Ziggler is going for the super kick right now. Baron Corbin catches it, picks him up, and end of days on Dolph Ziggler. 1, 2, and it is over. Baron Corbin picks up the win. And I have an update on the ALCS, the ALDS Game 5. The game has been postponed because of rain, and it will be made up tomorrow at 4:07 Eastern on TBS. So if you're interested on what is going to happen with the ALDS Game 5 between the Yankees and the Guardians, the game has officially been postponed today, and it will be made up at 4:07 Eastern Time in the afternoon tomorrow on TBS.
Okay, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. They waited a good 2 hours and 40 minutes in a rain delay, and the Yankee game has been officially postponed. The game has been called. I knew that was going to happen. The ground has been saturated with water, and there was just no way they were going to be playing tonight. It would be a dangerous thing to do at this point to try to get the field in playable conditions. Not a good idea. So
And now we
4
got the
o'clock.
Miz in the back.
Oh. So tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, the Yankees and the Guardians will make up the game at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that will be on TBS.
Oh, it's Byron Saxton.
Yes. New backstage reporter for WWE. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did make up the whole thing.
Yeah, he did.
He thinks
He's
people
trying
are
to get out of the
stupid.
match. Yeah, just to make Dexter
Yeah.
Loomis not getting this match.
Right.
I'm still waiting to see where the direction is going with this feud. I really am. I want to know where the end game is going on with Dexter Loomis and The Miz.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you,
I mean,
Jeffrey.
when are we going to get
I agree with your
a
assessment.
conclusion on this? When are we going to get a conclusion? Because it's the same stuff all the time. And when is the Miz finally going to get a one up on Dexter Loomis? This feud has been dominated in weird ways the entire time by Loomis. When is the Miz going to get at least one Raw where he's going to get the
Right.
one up? Oh, it's
Right.
Johnny!
I'm, okay, Bray Wyatt is coming up next. Um, just to let everybody, crown jewel maybe. Bruins will start the season with 3 wins to start. Okay.
There's a lot to talk about this Bray Wyatt return that happened on SmackDown.
Boston Gold.
There's a lot to talk about this Bray Wyatt return. It really is. And what direction it's going.
Just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Raw.
You good, Earl?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I apologize. My cable went out, so I'm trying to fix the glitch here. Um, just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Raw watch along here on the Hardcore Sports. Please subscribe to the Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Twitch and on Jeffrey's channel.
Mm-hmm.
The like button on my channel. Hit the like button on the
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore Sports channel. We greatly appreciate it. Um,
Now, Earl, we
Brett,
have a lot to talk about with this Bray Wyatt situation.
I am rebooting my cable, and as
Okay.
soon as
Your
it
connection is a
comes
little bit
back
fuzzy
on,
too. It
we
might be
will
the rain.
continue with the Raw watching.
Your connection is a little fuzzy. It might be the rain that's causing a little bit of issues, which I'm not surprised. The satellite dishes and everything, the rain might be causing a little issues with the Wi-Fi. But you're good now. You're good now. So, I mean, I thought the inclement
Okay.
weather outside could have been causing some issues. But Earl, while we have this moment before we get back to the show, we have a lot to talk about this Bray Wyatt situation because I'm sure you saw the promo that happened on Friday and
Yes.
the more questions we have. Bray Wyatt cut an absolutely emotional promo this past Friday on SmackDown where he was pretty much saying,
Yes.
how he had no direction. He's giving up on himself. He lost a couple of important people on his life. He pretty much went out there and he said if it wasn't for us, the fans, he was like he was lost in his direction out there, and then us, the fans, pretty much got him back on the right path. And Bray Wyatt was
Right.
so thankful. He's emotional. It was an uncharacteristic Bray Wyatt promo. But then at the end, we saw the mask. The mask on the screen at the end of SmackDown. Talking to Bray. There might be a little split personality going on here with Bray Wyatt. That Wyatt rabbit mask that was coming on the screen. Talking to Bray Wyatt. And then after that, SmackDown went off the air. So we're getting a little bit of a split personality here between Bray Wyatt, but the good Bray Wyatt and the bad Bray Wyatt. Are we going to start soon seeing the introduction of the Wyatt 6 coming? There's a lot of questions right now going on with Mr. Bray Wyatt. As we got Omos right now and MVP cutting a promo on Braun Strowman.
I don't want to see this feud. I don't
Neither
want
do
to see
I.
this feud. These 2 men first of all, Omos is as green as goose crap.
Yeah.
And Braun Strowman, I just don't want to see this match. This is a non-starter for me.
And Braun's off to a hot start. Why do you want to ruin it by putting him in a match with somebody nobody cares about? People are actually
Yeah,
enjoying Braun Strowman right now. Why do you want to put him in a feud that nobody gives a crap about? I know
you
Triple
see,
H
this
is
is.
just trying to do something with this dude, but come on.
But I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is why they ruined Braun Strowman. This is why Braun Strowman left the WWE because of this. The booking was terrible. You book him
But
in
Braun
these
Strowman is a novelty
senseless
act. That's the problem.
feuds.
He's a novelty act that's going to wear off quickly with Braun Strowman. And the problem is here, if you want to say what are you going to do with this? If you have Braun Strowman lose to Omos, people are going to start souring on Braun Strowman. And if you have Braun Strowman beat Omos, then those people that actually care are going to be like, well, why are you having Braun Strowman squash a guy like Omos who you want to try to get over? So it's a lose-lose situation with this whole thing. I don't care for it. Nobody cares for it. Earl doesn't care for it. Nobody gives a
No,
damn about Omos versus Braun Strowman. Let's be honest.
I,
And
I,
Braun
I,
Strowman has come back with actually good fanfare. You're going to kill it in this matchup.
yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I'm sorry.
No, neither am I. I don't care for it.
I'm not a fan of it. I think it's stupid booking.
Mm,
It's stupid.
they are.
The
They're
booking
trying
is
to.
whack.
He's right. They're trying to recreate King Kong versus Godzilla, but the problem is nobody gives a damn about King Kong and Godzilla right now.
The it's whack. The whole thing is whack. It's whack. Right
As the
now, ladies and gentlemen,
Fireflies.
they're showing you what happened this past Friday night on SmackDown when Bray Wyatt cut a promo. They kind of rushed the ending to the promo. I wish they wouldn't have done that.
They didn't have a lot of time to be able to do what they wanted to do because of other things that happened on the show.
Mm. I just hate when they do that. When you do have something good in the ring like that, and it's very organic, you should dedicate that time to it and not put fluff in the middle.
Hmm.
That's just my opinion.
I'm just curious to see where this is going right now with Bray Wyatt. Like, what direction are we going with Bray Wyatt? Are we getting the Eater of Worlds back? Are we getting the Fiend back? Are we getting Mr. Rogers? Are we getting the Firefly Funhouse back? Like, are we getting a mix of all of them? The Wyatt Six? Like, what are we getting with Bray Wyatt right now? I'm really curious.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious with that too, Jeffrey. I wanna know what road is this going to travel
I
on.
think that might be Bo Dallas. There's a lot of
That's a
rumors
good
going around
question.
that Bo Dallas is
And that's
making
that.
his return to WWE. So this could be Bo Dallas, Bray's younger brother.
Oh, interesting.
I think Bo Dallas. By the way, I always love it when they do that little that thing. We got the club route backstage talking.
King.
Oh, it's Cameron Grimes on
Okay.
Raw.
Yeah, Cameron Grimes.
That is too sweet. I will see you guys tomorrow. Watch out now.
Oh, they're gonna have the club
Uh,
on NXT tomorrow
uh,
against the Dyad.
oh well, you know why they did that, Jeffrey. You know why they did that
Yeah,
to
because
counter Dynamite.
exactly, because AEW is going to be on Tuesday tomorrow night, so Triple H is going to try to put as many main
Right.
roster stars and star power to take away from what's going to be happening on Dynamite. So it's going to be a very interesting night
Right.
of wrestling tomorrow night with AEW Dynamite going up against NXT. Halloween Havoc show before the pay-per-view on Saturday. So this is going to be interesting.
So up next, ladies and gentlemen, on Raw, it will be Dominic Mysterio taking on AJ Styles. Let me just look at the chat. King Kong versus Godzilla. They are trying to create that. They should have that, but they didn't do that. I just wish that they had more time to
Mm,
dedicate to the feud. I mean to the promo versus some of the fluff that we got on the show.
yeah,
Um, because you know, time is money, and you got to know which is good and which needs to be put on the cutting room floor.
yeah.
But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I can't speak for everybody.
They should have had gone over the 2 hours. The promo was gold. They should. Well, I mean, they should have, but they probably want to try to get as
I
much other
agree with
stuff
that.
over. Mm.
But they put a little too much fluff in some of the matches, and I think that took away from Bray's time, and I think that's terrible.
Well, this is the problem too with Triple H kept bringing in all these people now back. You have to try to get as much time for everybody and try to get everybody over. People are not realizing that Triple H trying to bring everybody back to television, everybody that was fired. You know you're going to have an even amount of time, and not everybody's going to get over. So you have to watch out with what AEW is running into trouble with, and that's getting everybody on television and trying to book them strong. It's
Yeah,
going to
the
happen with
time
WWE
management.
again. It's gonna happen with WWE again. We're gonna try to get everybody back on WWE, strengthen up that roster, make it deeper, but not everybody's gonna be able to get over, and you're gonna run into 50-50 booking, and you're gonna be dealing with guys that are not all gonna get to the place that they want to get to. And it's the question of a wrestler's gonna be patient enough until the time comes. I know storylines and gimmicks and all that stuff are gonna get better over time, but wrestlers are very fickle. We all know that wrestling and wrestlers overall, they get very, very fickle at times. So how long until the Triple H nostalgia wars off? Because we all said about
Right,
AEW. AEW was on top. AEW is untouchable. Nobody can touch AEW. They're awesome. They're great. Blah, blah, blah. Eventually, AEW they're going down stride. How long until the honeymoon with Triple H is over too?
right.
Say that. You said the same thing about AEW. You got to say the same thing about Triple H and WWE. When is that honeymoon phase going to end?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's true. I agree with the entire assessment
Yeah, got to be real and you got to be honest. We got
because
to
right now AEW's got a lot of back.
exactly. AEW right now
Yeah,
is backstage issues all over the place. Plus, the fact is, what's going on with the top talent right now, Earl? Guys like what's going on with the Elite? What's going on with Kenny Omega? What's going on with CM Punk? There's a lot of backstage issues in that company right now. When everybody thought that AEW was all hunky dory, all wonderful and great. Who's to say that WWE now there's not going to be backstage issues because
right,
Triple H is a boss and he's going to handle it like a boss. But who's to say that wrestlers aren't eventually going to get upset and frustrated in WWE in the future because everybody can't be booked to the type of potential that they want to be booked to. We'll have to wait and see, but just saying, got to put it out there. You got to. I
right.
want to see where WWE is going to be in a couple of years. That's what I want to see. Where will WWE be in a year or two from now? And are they going to be on top and doing great like they were before?
Yes, I agree with you. Again, I agree with the entire assessment, Jeffrey. I agree with you what
It
you're
is.
saying. I'm
That's
not
going to
going
be
to
on a
argue
T-shirt
with it.
too.
Oh man. Oh man, they're talking about Crown Jewel. 2 weeks from Saturday. Tickets are available now. 2 weeks from Saturday.
Remember, it's going to be at noon on
Roman
Saturday.
Reigns. Yes. Logan Paul and of course Logan Paul will challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed championship. Easy retainment.
You can't say that they're going
Uh,
to be fine. Everybody thought AEW was going to be fine, and look what happened to them. I'm just
right.
saying, I have to
Bobby
put it out there. I have to be fair. Talk to us in a couple of years and see if Triple H's
Brock.
WWE is going to be all right. Go ahead, Earl.
Right. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, a crown jewel. And oh, they didn't even announce. Well, I think that is official. I'm not sure yet. The Judgment Day will take on the Good Brothers and AJ Styles at Crown Jewel. So we got a couple of matches announced tonight for Crown Jewel.
That should be a fun matchup. That should be a really fun matchup between the Judgment Day and between And here we go. AJ Styles now coming out to the crowd, and he's going to be taking on Dominic Mysterio. I'm
Just
curious.
to let go ahead,
Go ahead, Earl.
Jeffrey. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say real quickly, how long do you think
No,
AJ
no, no.
Styles has left in the ring? How much longer do you think AJ is going to go in the ring until eventually he's going to hang it up? Because he is up there in age.
Well, I guess it all depends. It all depends on how he feels, how his body feels. How can he still go in the ring? Does he have any more gas in the tank? That's
I think he did
that's a
say
great
he wants to
question.
retire in the next few years. I believe AJ did say he wants to retire in the next few years and probably become like an agent backstage. So you have to wonder if AJ is maybe going to get one more championship reign and one more time on top until
Right.
eventually he's going to, pass the torch to the younger generation because AJ's got nothing
Exactly.
left to prove. AJ's done it all in the WWE. So I'm really wondering is how much longer are we going to be seeing AJ Styles in the ring until eventually he's going to hang it up. He's faced everybody.
Exactly.
And like you said, the best thing for AJ to do now, especially, is get other people over. That's AJ. It should be obviously looking strong, but AJ's got to continue to put other people over.
Yes. Right. And here comes Judgment Day, ladies and gentlemen, down to the ring. Jeffrey is going to call this match, and this should be a barn burner of a match. We're going to see how Dominic does in the ring with AJ. This is the first time, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that AJ Styles is taking on AJ Styles.
Are you a little surprised they kept the same music with Judgment Day that they did when Edge was there?
Yes,
Though I do
but
think
I like
the
it.
group looks great. I think the group looks great.
Yeah, and I like this music. I like the music.
Me too, because I love Alter Bridge. I'm a big fan of the band Alter Bridge that does this theme song for the Judgment Day. So I'm very, very happy with it. You got Finn Balor over here hyping up Dominic as we speak. Finn Balor, I have to say, everybody in the Judgment Day has looked so good fitting into this role as part of this group. Rhea has established herself as the leader of this group, the way she's pretty much controlling Dominic in his mind. Finn Balor is really transitioning so well into this heel role as part of the Judgment Day, and I mean Damian Priest. If anybody fits this group the best out of these four, it's Damian Priest. He comes off like a guy that fits this gimmick. He comes off as evil. He's got the intimidating look. I mean, this group is really taking leaps and bounds in terms of the progress that we saw compared to what the crap we saw when Edge got kicked out of the group a few months ago. This group has really gone leaps and bounds above what we thought they could be, and Dominic is fit into this group so well. I've just got to say I'm loving what I'm seeing from Judgment Day. All four of these guys have looked absolutely fantastic. All four of these guys,
Let me ask you
guys
something.
and Rhea.
Right. Let
Go
me
ahead,
ask you something, Jeffrey. Do you like the way Dominic is being controlled by Rhea Ripley?
Yes, I do. Because I love the manipulation status of Rhea, that she's pretty much tapping in the mind of Dominic and turning him into this evil, sadistic, craze, lunatic that Dominic has become, and the fact he's turning pretty much against his father the entire time. I love it. It's giving Dominic a sense of direction. It's giving Dominic a sense of a character that he's needed, because let's just be honest, Earl, his babyface character got stale quickly. He was just not getting over as a babyface. The second they aligned him with Judgment Day and he's been taking on this heel persona, Dominic has really taken his game to a new level. He's felt important. He's felt like, a different player out there. I love what Dominic is doing right now with this heel group, and Rhea Ripley is doing a phenomenal job, getting in the head and turning Dominic into the type of wrestler and performer he is now. I love it. I absolutely love what we're seeing right now with Dominic in the Judgment Day. And the fact that she keeps talking here the whole time, manipulating him, getting him pumped up. Rhea's really taking control of this heel role as the leader of this group. I love it.
let me ask you something. What do you think she's whispering to him though? That's a great question.
Probably whispering to him like, maniacal, evil things. As big slap to the chest from Styles, throwing Dominic in the corner. Styles laying the rights over to Dominic. Styles throws Dominic's face in the turnbuckle. Big slaps right to the chest of Dominic Mysterio. Right there, right fist to the head. Slap, Ric Flair slaps the chest of Dominic. Dominic crumbles to his knees. AJ Styles putting
This is
Dominic up. Backbreaker to the back of Dominic. Dominic screaming in pain right now. AJ is taking complete control of this matchup.
yes.
Major
And
backbreaker
Raw,
by AJ on Dominic.
very good move by AJ Styles.
Another
Very
backbreaker.
yeah, I love that snap suplex by AJ Styles. I like that. That's effective.
I love that snap suplex, and I absolutely love the quick offense there by AJ. Still got it. Even at AJ's age, he still got it.
Yes.
AJ gets Dominic up, and there it is. Snap quick suplex. Sort of like a Kenny Omega snap suplex.
Right. But which is better and which is effective?
No, they're both effective. They both get the job done. I think Omega might do it a little bit better, but AJ does it pretty damn well, too. AJ throwing Dominic off the
Right.
ring post. Dominic with a big boot to the face of AJ. AJ with a Pele Enziguri kick right to the head of Dominic. Dominic is not getting started at all in this matchup. AJ's controlled this matchup from the get-go. Dominic has really not had any offense in this match. AJ throwing Dominic in the corner. AJ at the top rope. Now AJ is about to lay in the big fist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big 10 fist to the top of Dominic. Dominic just crumbles and laying down in the corner of the ring ropes. AJ has absolutely dominated this matchup. Dominic is looked absolutely out of it completely. He's just trying to regain his composure in this matchup. AJ grabbing Dominic, throwing him in the outside barricade. AJ is just absolutely assaulting Dominic on the outside. AJ throwing Dominic back in the ring. And Rhea Ripley is now on the outside, maniacally waving to AJ, telling AJ, hit me in the face.
She is such a good heel. I just love Rhea Ripley. And she is
Big clothesline off the top rope as Rhea and the Judgment Day just clapping and laughing maniacally at AJ.
I love Rhea Ripley. She plays that witchy role very well. She plays that witchy role very good to the heel.
Dominic with the fist on AJ. She does. And what it's making everybody do, it's making people want to see Rhea Ripley get her ass kicked badly. The way they're doing this right now with
Yes.
And there's your pick your poison. Before we go on the outside, it'll officially be Raquel Rodriguez versus Cora Jade, and Roxanne Perez will be taking on Rhea Ripley tomorrow on NXT in the pick your poison matchup that Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez had for one another as they get ready for their weapons war match at Halloween Havoc this Saturday. As Dominic Mysterio now just absolutely taunting the crowd. The crowd is booing the hell out of Dominic as Dominic has now asserted himself. AJ with a fist to the belly of Dominic. AJ throwing Dominic on the outside. Dominic on the ropes. Dominic puts AJ's head to the top rope. And Dominic now. Dominic with the plancha over the top rope. And AJ kicks out at 1. Dominic went with the senton over the top rope, and AJ kicked out at 1. AJ now, multiple offense, back elbow to the face, clothesline to Dominic, taking Dominic off his feet. Judgment Day on the outside, looking a little worried.
And we're going to commercial.
And AJ over the top rope, phenomenal forearm to the face of Dominic as we go to commercial break.
just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for the Yankees and the Guardians game tonight, the game has been officially postponed. They waited 2 hours and 45 minutes in the rain delay, and MLB has decided to pull the plug on tonight's ball game. So there is no baseball here tonight for you. Too much rain in the Bronx, and the Yankee game will be pushed back to tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's what's happening. Rhea Ripley is that bad girl that your parents. Yes, that's true. Finn Balor is a good heel. I
He
agree
is.
with that.
He is. Finn Balor has gone into this heel role a lot
I'm a
better than I
little
thought.
surprised, but
I
I'm a
love
little
Alter Bridge.
surprised, but the Alter Bridge is a great brand. They are
They are.
great live.
They are.
Okay,
I love
great.
Alter Bridge. I think they're a
Um,
phenomenal band. I've been a big fan of
right,
them for years.
ladies and gentlemen, we are watching Domino's commercial right now. Domino's Pizza.
Earl,
Here in
I
New
will be
York,
right
we
back.
don't.
I'm just going to go grab some water right now. I'll be right back. I'm going to need a little bit of water since we have a couple of more
Yeah,
matches to call. So I will be right back in about a minute.
yeah. I'm gonna be back myself. I'm going to get something to drink myself. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raw watch along will continue after this. Don't go away.
You're in for an electric night at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Be a Gucci as you witness all of your favorite SmackDown superstars tear down the house. It's the gift of the WWE Live Holiday Show, live at the Garden. Tickets and superstar exclusive packages available now. I got nothing to eat. Hold on, I can do something. Turn nothing into something. Turn nothing into something. It's amazing what you can do with nothing in a little bonus. With an Invisalign smile, everything clicks. And that class reunion becomes. Is that Anna?
Okay, I'm back, guys.
This is the number
And
one.
look who's arrived on the channel after coming off his own stream earlier that he was doing. Mitch Kovsky has entered the wrestling experience. How you doing, Mitch?
Yo, the guy, George, who was in my stream earlier, is now here. Yo, what
Yeah,
is up, man?
Jorge dropped by the stream and he's been talking wrestling with us and he's been talking basketball, talking hockey,
Yeah,
talking football.
he's a Boston fan, I think.
Yeah, he's talking about the Bruins, the fact that they're 3-0 right now. He's talking about the Patriots, about Bailey Zappi, and also about the Celtics. So Jorge actually just gave us as well, myself and he gave myself and Earl also stuff. So we appreciate his appearance on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Also, getting back to Raw right now, and AJ Styles now in the ring. Dominic is pleading and begging right now to have AJ just clocks Dominic right in the face. Finn Balor and Damian Priest with a look of just absolute shock. AJ throwing Dominic in the corner. AJ is just taking Dominic and just bouncing his head off every single turnbuckle. AJ picks up Dominic, puts him on the ground. AJ's now going to the top rope. I think he's going for that 450 splash. AJ now going to the top rope. Dominic back on his feet. Dominic up top. Dominic intercepts AJ, now putting the fist to AJ Styles' face. Dominic now setting him up for a superplex. AJ pounding Dominic right in the face, pushes him, throws Dominic to the ground. AJ up at the top rope. Rhea Ripley with distraction pulls down AJ Styles' leg. And Carl Anderson, and both Carl Anderson as well as Luke Gallows wanting a distraction and kick Rhea Ripley out of the match. Dominic now laying the kicks to the face of AJ Styles. Dominic is taking over the matchup now.
Where's Earl?
Oh, he went to go get a drink of water real quick. Dominic now putting up the double fist as we speak, celebrating. Dominic throws AJ into the corner. Dominic clothesline in the corner. AJ crumbles down to his knees. Dominic for the cover. One. No, only gets a 1 count on AJ. The club right now trying to get AJ Styles hyped up. Dominic with a kick to the face. Another kick to the chest. Multiple kicks to the chest by Dominic. Through the chest of AJ Styles. Dominic getting hyped up now. Dominic. Oh, Dominic going for that. A Three Amigos suplex. 1. Or his says, what's going on, Mitch?
Yo, what is up,
Second
man?
amigo.
Thank you for popping in. Hey, Earl.
And there's the third by Dominic, the Three Amigos on AJ Styles. 1, 2, and he kicks out at 2.
You can't have AJ Styles lose to Dominic, can you?
Yes, you can, because you want to get the storyline is getting Dominic over.
But
AJ should be
AJ
taking a
Styles has
loss.
been losing like nonstop.
Yeah, but the story is getting the Judgment Day up to a higher level. You need to have Dominic established as a winner. You can't have him lose. Styles, big fist to the face. Another one. A third one to the face. Throws Dominic in the corner. Styles going for an elbow. Misses him. Dominic going for a clothesline. Styles with a big fist. Styles with a clothesline. A second clothesline in the middle of the ring. Styles flips him. Off the rope. Big forearm to the face of Dominic Mysterio. And he's staring down the Judgment Day in disgust. Go ahead, Earl.
I want to welcome to the Raw. Watch Along the great Mitch Kosky. Mitch, how are you tonight?
What a
I'm doing good,
gutbuster!
Earl. I'm doing good.
1, 2, kicks out at 2. What a gutbuster move by AJ Styles.
Just to let everybody know, welcome to the Raw Watch Along, ladies and gentlemen, on the Hardcore Sports Network. Please subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network on YouTube. Please follow them on Twitch at Hardcore Sports 1. Follow them on Twitter at Hardcore Sports N, and hit the like button. Hit the like button on Jeffrey's channel, my channel, and the Hardcore Sports channel. We greatly appreciate it. And of course, please subscribe to Mitch Kosky's channel as well. Thank you.
I agree with your assessment.
I agree. We always agree with the assessment. Dominic, tornado DDT on Styles. Big tornado DDT. 1, 2, and Styles kicks out at 2 as the Judgment Day is screaming on the outside that was a 3 count and not a 2.
And here comes the Cap Crusher. Jorge Rubio says I admit.
Dominic with a drop kick to the outside. Oh, what insult right there. Dominic is going for the 6-1-9. Misses it. Styles reverses it. And Earl just called it a Calf Crusher. Calf Crusher. It's a Calf Crusher. Dominic screaming and pleading to the outside, and Dominic grabs the ropes. AJ Styles applied the Calf Crusher. Dominic screaming to the ropes, looking at his fellow Judgment Day members.
I just want to say shout out to DJ Storms because he gave Earl the code today. So he said he will always be around.
Yes, he did.
Yep. If he's around his computer, Earl, he'll give you the code as well. So we have another person.
The club is trying to get in it right now with the Judgment Day. AJ throws Dominic in the middle of the ring as the Judgment Day.
Appreciate it.
Rhea Ripley grabbing the foot, and there's a roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Dominic picks up the roll-up victory on AJ Styles, courtesy of the distraction from Rhea Ripley as Dominic picks up the win, and the Judgment Day continues their momentum on Monday Night Raw. They're just cackling like a bunch of hyenas on the outside. Dominic with a look of just absolute glee on the outside, just wondering how the hell he did that. Dominic just beat AJ Styles.
I mean, that's an upset victory. That is an upset victory, ladies and gentlemen. And Dominic Mysterio just got his Raw moment.
And who helped him in that victory, guys? Rhea Ripley does it again
Yeah.
for the Judgment Day, helping Dominic pick up his first win, a big win against AJ Styles. That's how you get a young talent over. I don't love roll-up victories. I never like roll-up victories, but you know what? I'll let it slide a little bit for this.
You had a lot of people in your chat today. I'm just scrolling up right now.
We got the Miz now on the
Yes,
outside.
yes, Mitch.
Hello, my balls are massive.
Yes, Mitch.
Wait, what?
That's what the Miz's shirt says on his shirt.
What?
And we got Johnny Gargano out here now.
Pause, Jeff. Pause.
What?
All right, I just wanted to pop in to say what's up and have a good rest of your show, guys. I will talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Mitch.
All
Have a
right,
great rest
Mitch.
of your night, bro.
Have a great night, Mitch. Take care of yourself.
Yep, I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.
You too. Um, Dexter Loomis, if he beats the Miz tonight, he gets a contract with the WWE.
Well, we all know he's beating him. He's going to get a contract. I just want to know where's the resolution coming with this storyline.
Where's the end game?
And it's going to be up next. It's been a while since we've seen Dexter Loomis in the ring, so I'm curious to see how it's going to win.
Yeah.
How it's going to go.
I'm gonna get that shirt. Okay, Rubio. Okay. Whoever wins tomorrow, they will have to play the Astros next day. Is that terrible? Wow.
Nestor Cortez is going to be on the mound for the Yankees tomorrow night.
That should be interesting.
Absolutely.
That should be real interesting. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if the Yankees win tomorrow, they will be going in Houston, and they'll be dancing with Houston for the third time. Is this the third and final time that the Yankees finally get over the hump and beat the Astros in the playoffs? We're gonna have to
I hope
see.
so. For their sake, they better get it done.
We're gonna have to see. I hate the Astros. Yeah, well, I think everybody does. Almighty finesse.
Who are the Voro twins? The Voros twins.
Who's that?
The Voros twins. Apparently, they debuted in AEW today. I don't know who the hell they are, but they apparently debuted in Davinci twins, whatever the hell their names are. They debuted on AEW Dark Elevation.
Oh, okay.
Against the Butcher and the Blade, obviously lost.
Right. But you know who else debuted on AEW television last week? I think it was Rampage. Maria Kanellis.
Yes, she did.
Maria
with her group, The Kingdom.
Yes. That should be an interesting twist.
I think it was a better fit too, Earl. I think I know Triple H was interested in getting Mike Bennett, Maria, and Matt Taven in WWE. He did reach out to Matt Taven, but I just thought that those guys are more Ring of Honor. I think they were a better fit in Ring of Honor, so I think they did the better decision, but just to go back to Ring of Honor instead of going to WWE. I think if Tony Khan can get a WWE or an AEW Ring of Honor deal, I think it just fits better for those guys to go over there. And apparently, there's a lot of good words coming out of that Warner Brothers and Warner Media and them are very happy with AEW's success, and that there's apparently going to be more television on the way for AEW. So that's a good sign. I want AEW to succeed. I want WWE to succeed because this is how the wrestling world would succeed if you have both programs doing very well. and you have a competitiveness like we had back in the day with WWEF and WCW. That's how you get the most out of the wrestling business. If you have multiple good,
Right.
strong promotions. That's why I don't want to see everybody jumping ship from AEW back to WWE. I want the competitiveness between both brands. Some people that are in AEW now,
Yes.
you know what? When we stick with the brand and we put that brand over and get it as strong as possible, because that's how you're going to get fans. Real wrestling fans will be excited by that because I watched WCW and WWF a lot back in the day. I watched both shows, as Earl did too. That's how wrestling is fun. I want AEW to succeed
Yeah.
and be a great promotion. And I love hearing the news that Warner Brothers is very happy about the show and that they're also trying to get a possible more television time for the AEW product. And maybe it's going to result in a Ring of Honor streaming deal coming in the future.
I agree.
I love it. I
Yeah.
want it to happen. It's best for wrestling right now. You cannot just have WWE be the only sole business that's succeeding. You need competition. And that's exactly what
Right.
AEW is.
And they try to say that AEW is an alternative, but right now AEW has got a lot of issues that they need to clean up.
Mm-hmm.
Time management issues is one of them. Backstage issues is one of them. Communication problems. So there's a lot to fix in that organization.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of problems that need to be fixed. Yeah.
As we're getting back to what happened early on in the show, the first segment that really happened the first couple of minutes with Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar absolutely beating the living hell out of each other. Absolute pandemonium, absolute wreckage, and as Earl likes to say, absolute what?
Chaos.
That's right. Absolute chaos all over the place. Bobby Lashley actually left Brock Lesnar laid out on that announce table when he drilled in through that table and left him out cold. Great stuff. I have a quick football
Excellent stuff.
update for people that are curious. We're at the end of 3 quarters in the Monday Night Football game with the score: the Denver Broncos 13 and the Los Angeles Chargers 13. So that's your Monday Night Football score update.
And here comes Dexter Loomis.
Does he still
Here
have that
comes Dexter
creepy
Loomis down
entrance
the
that he
aisle,
had
ladies and
before?
gentlemen. Monday Night Raw returns. Yeah, he just that stare. I let me tell you something. If he was my opponent, the Miz just hit Loomis in the back with a chair. Oh,
Miz trying to get himself disqualified?
no, the match hasn't even started.
Oh! Miz beating the hell out of Dexter Loomis with a steel chair.
Well, I guess
Miz
that this
picking
match will
up
be
Dexter
called a no
Loomis,
contest.
and it is a skull-crushing finale on the steel chair by The Miz on Dexter Loomis. You know what? I'm happy. The Miz needed at least one night where he gets the one-up on Dexter Loomis. This has got to happen. You can't have Dexter
You
Loomis
you
dominating
just you
every
just called
single
it.
night.
You just called it, Jeffrey. You just
You need
called it.
it. You need it. You can't have Dexter Loomis dominating the entire time. You need to have The Miz get a one-up on Loomis for one night. And that's exactly what happened, and it's going to keep the feud at least a little bit more interesting because The Miz finally got a one-up on Loomis tonight.
You called it. If I had a hat, I would tip it to you. You called it.
I appreciate it, but it's just logical booking that they needed to do. You can't, and we have damage control now on the backstage. Honestly, EO should not be speaking. They should not
No,
have EO on the mic. People don't,
no,
unless you understand fluent Japanese, you do not put EO on the mic.
right.
And like I said, nobody gives a crap about this group.
Bianca, next week, I'm going to show you what it's like when I'm back in control.
Statement made, crystal clear.
So Bianca looks like Bailey might be challenging Bianca to
Okay, so
another
next,
matchup.
yes, and it will happen next week on Raw. So one more time, it will be Bianca Belair taking on Bailey.
Is it for the
I
Raw
don't think
Women's
it's for the Raw.
Championship?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just the non-title.
Okay.
Okay, Elias is up next, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I've been waiting for this. Hello, I am Elias. And welcome to Walk with Elias. I know the crowd is going to be hyped up for the return of Elias.
Yes. I'm kind of curious to see what kind of booking he gets.
The crowd's already cheering for Elias. Do you think they're going to interrupt him again, like they always interrupted Elias?
That's a possibility.
I like this faction too, but nobody gives a friggin' damn about damage control. I'm sorry. Nobody cares. And that's the shame about it. We love Dakota. We love EO. And we all love Bailey. But nobody in the crowd gives a friggin' damn about damage control. They're irrelevant right now on television, and it's a shame because they're not getting the heat that they need to really make them extremely successful. That's the problem. As much as we all love these women individually and what they've done in NXT and on the main roster, right now it is not clicking with the audience, and that's a problem. A lot of these women on the main roster are not clicking, mostly because it's a lot of fresh faces that Triple H is bringing up from NXT, and also because a lot of these women's characters are just not working on the main roster. But we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen.
It's true.
Just being honest.
I agree.
If people don't like my honesty, I'm sorry. You gotta put your fandom aside for Triple H and WWE. And
But you're being honest.
It's not working. I hope it changes, but right now it's not working.
In the women's division, no.
No, it's not working. The only people that were getting over it, the only people who are getting over in this women's division, Earl, let's be honest, was Bailey, was Bianca, but even they're getting stale now.
Right.
They're getting stale. They need to do something with this women's division.
Because it's not only that. It's the problem is it's the refreshment in the booking. The booking needs to be refreshed.
Or is maybe just nobody care about Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Maybe they're just not compelling characters. And Triple H just can't get these people over. Maybe they just can't get maybe they can't get over on their own. And maybe they have to turn babyface. I think Io is a natural babyface. I don't know why she's heel. I get why they're doing it, but I think Io needs to be a babyface. Dakota, I don't know. I think she's very good as a heel, but I think Io needs to be a babyface in the future. Get that Asuka type feel with her. Because when Asuka eventually retires, which who knows, it could be. Io's gonna be that next Japanese female talent that we're gonna try to build this company around.
Right. I agree. Just to let everybody know. Go ahead, Jeffrey. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. I just want to get that point out.
No. I mean, I agree with the assessment. I agree because the women's division right now it's in shambles. It's in shambles, and you want the audience to try to invest in these women again, but how can you invest in something that has been booked into oblivion?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Liv Morgan. There's an example. She was booked into oblivion. She was booked as a loser.
Mm-hmm.
Every 20 seconds, the girl was losing, and then you tried to flip her over as a champion. It didn't go over well with the audience, and then she had to drop the strap 4 months later. Is anyone going to remember her title reign? Absolutely not.
Yep.
No one's going to remember it. Her title reign was meaningless.
That's gonna be a great match at Halloween Havoc. JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, and Braun Breaker in a triple threat match. Here comes the Miz in the back.
You lose your house. You live on the street. Me and Candace take over Miz and Mrs. That's the wrestling. What the hell are you wearing? You know, it's a whistle. I put it on for dramatic effect. But if you don't come clean, blow the whistle. What's the worst that can happen if you come clean? You can't. You lose your house. You live on the street.
Hmm.
Making its long-awaited return to Monday Night Raw, the most prolific musical recording artist in WWE history.
Elias!
This is exciting.
Hello, I'm Elias.
Hello, I am Elias.
Keep the same format. Don't change it. Don't change it. I love this gimmick.
Back. Now, as you may or may not know, my younger brother's career was tragically cut short. But that's the reason I'm here tonight. We have a saying in our family. It's that the show must go on. And so I have one. Who wants to walk with Elias?
I miss that catchphrase. Look at the crowd. The crowd misses this catchphrase too. I miss this catchphrase with Elias.
Come out here. I start playing a song on the guitar. Do that, but I wanted to do something special for Oklahoma City tonight. So I bring a song. This one, it's straight from the heart, straight from my soul. I wanted to
Oh, he's going to do typical heel song. Watch.
I love it. That's what we should be doing. The gimmick works.
silence for cell phones.
You got a keyboard. When the hell does Elias ever play a keyboard?
Right.
Here I go.
Oh, here comes Riddle.
Riddle. This is going to set up eventually for the United States Championship match, so it makes sense to have Riddle in the segment. This is going to be interesting. Oh, hey, Earl, what a shock. Elias got interrupted again.
Yeah, well, didn't you just say that?
No, it
Didn't
always
you just say
happens.
that?
As part of the
That's
gimmick,
always
Elias
happens.
always gets interrupted every single time. Look, he's getting pissed off already. He always gets interrupted in every one of his segments, and it's hilarious. Riddle's got bongos. Man, Riddle's got bongos in his hands. He got a little set like a double drum. I love it. Matt Riddle's still so over right now with the crowd. Look at Elias. Why the hell does he have bongo drums? What the hell is Riddle doing?
He said, "You want to hit my bong?"
I love it. I love the little bong jokes thrown in there. I love it. I love that Triple H is not afraid to throw that line in there. I love it.
Oh, He's like Dave Mustache. He's a
Look at he's just banging the drum. What the hell? Look at Riddle. This is such an awkward segment. It's actually
Yeah, I
kind of
know.
funny. Elias looks swole too. Like he looks like he got bigger in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, he did.
Is he gonna turn heel?
I don't know.
Oh my God, Matt Riddle and Elias in a concert, and the crowd is loving it. They love it. I love it too.
Yeah.
It's such an odd pairing that it actually makes sense. I've never seen Elias play a keyboard. It's always the
No.
guitar. I've never seen him play a keyboard. This is the first. Oh my God, he's in the friggin' middle of the ring with the bongos.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is so weird.
Oh, here comes
Seth
Seth Rollins.
Rollins. Burn it down! The crowd is this song they did for Seth Rollins is so friggin' awesome. How over he is with this song. Elias is
Yes,
pissed he got
and
interrupted a
how?
second time.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go to commercial, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa,
Up next.
whoa, burn it down!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to commercial. We are getting ready for the Raw main event.
Hey, what a shock. Elias comes
Definitely
back
going-
and he gets interrupted not once but twice.
Yeah. Just
It's a
to let you
typical
know,
Elias.
Exactly. United States Championship match is your Raw main event, and Jeffrey will take us home.
So good. I love how
Jeffrey-
over Seth Rollins is. I love it. I love it. I'm loving this gimmick. I love Seth Rollins. He's just doing some of the best work in his career. I absolutely love this gimmick that he has right now. This is so good. And this theme
You have
song
to.
is so
You have to love
goddamn
it.
catchy. It's so damn catchy, his theme
Yeah.
song. I think
You have
Vince,
to
and
love
you know what? I got to give credit to Vince McMahon because I think he was the one that introduced this gimmick and this theme song for Seth, and it has caught on incredibly well with the audience. Like it really has caught on so well. It's gone well with this
Yes.
old theme connected with this new theme, and it just works. Like remember we were talking about Earl, how people try to get over sometimes organically. You know what? Seth Rollins got over organically with this gimmick.
Yes.
The gimmick, the theme song, everything. And that's how it
Yes,
is
he did.
sometimes. You can't force your way to get over. You sometimes
Yeah.
have to get over organically with the crowd. And Seth Rollins is doing that with this theme song.
Right.
I love it. I love it. And I got to give kudos to Seth. I got to give kudos to WWE. This has been one of those things that you love about wrestling is when you have these types of gimmicks that just get over organically without being forced down our throats. Similar to what AEW is doing with the Acclaimed. You just came together and it got over on its own. And that's why you love wrestling,
Right.
is when you have these gimmicks that get over on their own without it being forced down our throat. And that's exactly what's happened with Seth. This Seth Rollins gimmick is awesome. This theme song is awesome. The crowd absolutely just loves it. I wish I was in the crowd chanting that chant the entire time because of how over it is. I'm sure you were doing that, Earl, when you were in Brooklyn, when they were doing this chant with Seth Rollins and how over it is.
Oh yes.
It's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I love
I
it.
mean, I was. It's infectious. It's infectious. And that's
It
what it
is
is.
infectious.
Everything you say is. It's
It's
infectious.
catchy. It's catchy
infectious.
as hell. And it's helped put
Yes.
Seth Rollins into that
And
next level. And Triple H had no choice but to put a title on him.
right.
Because you have to. When he's getting over
Right.
this well with this gimmick, you have to take advantage of it. With how white hot his gimmick
Right.
is.
Excuse me. Yeah, I agree with the assessment. I agree.
See? I mean, I'm very happy about it.
Jorge Rubio says every. Yeah, yeah. Tonight's show is interesting. Yeah, it is interesting.
It's been a solid
Jeffrey.
show. Not great. It's been a
Um,
solid show.
solid show. Yeah. Uh,
I'd probably say like a B minus B show overall. It hasn't been like anything like
right.
out of this world fantastic, but it has been a solid show overall.
Yeah, I agree. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready for the main event.
You got Raw Talk, and it's gonna be Baron Corbin along with JBL, Elias, and Damage Control that are gonna be on Raw Talk after Monday Night Raw at 11:05 Eastern p.m. Those are gonna be people on Raw Talk.
Right.
The crowd is still singing his friggin' song. Now, this is amazing. Elias is actually outside right now beside the ring. So is Elias going to be factoring himself into this feud? Also as a guy that could be maybe involved in the United States Championship? I got a question for you, Earl.
Yes.
When are we going to possibly see the return of Randy Orton?
That's a great question. I don't know, Jeffrey, because he has a debilitating back injury, and
Yeah.
it requires surgery, and
Mhm.
I don't know when we're going to see him. I don't know. He could be out of for I don't know. I have no idea.
This should be a great matchup either way. We know how good these two are in the ring. We've seen it multiple times. Sure, the Fight Pit match was a little underwhelming, but either way, it should be a good matchup. As Elias is on the outside right now watching this matchup, maybe scouting both these guys for United States Championship matches. Here we go for the main event of Monday Night Raw tonight. Oh, immediately, Riddle going for a triangle choke on Rollins, but Rollins puts his leg over the ropes. Riddle trying to win with the match with the move that he had won last time, and Rollins gets the hell out of there ASAP with Elias on the outside just laughing. Rollins is just like, what the hell are you doing out here? And Elias is just freaking laughing at Rollins right now. Curious to see what kind of factor Elias is going to put in this matchup. Rollins gets back in the ring as both men square off again. Rollins rolls out to the opposite side of the ring right now, trying to regain his bearings. Riddle on the outside, daring Rollins to get back in the ring. We know about the personal animosity and the hatred between these two that they had in their feud for months. Obviously correlated or commemorated at the Fight Pit match last Saturday. Oh, Riddle with a couple of kicks right to the gut. Riddle with a couple of kicks to the gut of Seth Rollins. Another multiple kick to Seth Rollins. Rollins now rolls out to the outside. And as Elias continues to just sit there and watch this matchup going forward, Riddle with a shot to the back of the head of Seth Rollins, throws him back into the ring. Riddle just picking up Seth Rollins like he's nothing. And Riddle just slams Seth Rollins to the mat using incredible strength, picking up Seth Rollins. And Rollins with a shot right to the throat of Matt Riddle. And he dumps Riddle to the ground. And then multiple kicks to the chest of Matt Riddle from Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins throwing Riddle's face into the corner. Back first goes Riddle into the corner.
For the technical problems, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the Raw Watch Along here on the Hardcore Sports Network. We lost our feed.
Big fist
for a
to
second.
face.
We apologize.
Seth Rollins goes for a punch. Riddle blocks it. Another punch, and both guys just slaving haymakers right to each other's faces. Riddle blocks it. Another forearm shot to the face. Both guys just throwing shots right at each other's faces. This is a United States Championship matchup. Rollins with a kick to the gut. Rollins picks up Riddle. Suplex in the middle of the ring. Vertical suplex by Rollins on Riddle. 1, 2, and Riddle cash at 2. Kicks out of 2. Rollins with this look of disgust on his face right now. Absolute look of disgust on his face. Oh, you know what? Kevin Owens might be thinking that he's a liar. That he was always a liar the entire time. That's what Kevin Owens might be thinking to Elias. Rollins now just taking his hands and just putting it in the face of Matt Riddle. Riddle's got him, and he flips him over the top rope. Matt Riddle flips him over the top rope. Riddle on the top. Rollins just throws Elias right in the middle of it, hoping that Matt Riddle would jump on top of Elias. Rollins just shoves Elias with a big knee to the face of Rollins, and Rollins just goes down in a heap. And Riddle's just got that look of happiness and shock. Rollins is out cold, and we go to commercial break.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Raw Watch Along here on the Hardcore Sports Network. Subscribe to their Twitch channel at Hardcore Sports 1. Follow them on Twitter at Hardcore Sports N. And of course, like this video on the Hardcore Sports Network, and like the video on Jeffrey's channel, on my channel. And of course, subscribe to Jeffrey's channel and the Hardcore Sports Network. Emmanuel, hey dumbass, do you do football? You get more viewers, Jack. What? Do we got a troll in the chat here? Who is this guy?
This dude always keeps coming in my channel, thinking he's cool, saying like a bunch of nonsensical jackass-like things. So you know what? Jackass, you're blocked. Goodbye. See you later. Keep trying your hardest to keep coming in my chat and trolling me and trolling the people I have on my stream. Goodbye. Get the F out of here. Okay? Not going to put up with your kind of stuff and trying to troll and ruin my stream and Earl's stream. Get the hell out of here. Okay? Go troll somebody else because you have no life and you have to sit on social media and YouTube to make fun of and insult other people while they're trying to enjoy themselves watch your stream. Goodbye. See you later. Adios.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Earl. Go ahead.
That will take care of that little.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Earl. Go ahead. This guy's always been trolling the entire time. He was insulting Coach a while ago, saying nasty things, and now he's trying to talk smack about me. Goodbye. Get the hell out of here. I would say things a lot worse, but I'm trying to be as professional as I can. So goodbye. Go ahead, Earl.
Yeah. He just said some nasty things about myself, and I was taken aback by that.
No, he wasn't insulting you. He was probably insulting me because I blocked him multiple times. No, it's just troll. These are the people that just want to go on YouTube and on social media and just they have nothing to do with themselves. So they just want to go over here and try to make other people feel bad because they're so insecure about themselves that they want to make others feel horrible about themselves so these guys can feel a little bit better. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why people troll. I really don't. And say nasty things about other people. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And then he's going to create
I mean,
another account and say something nasty.
and
Thank you for the view, by the way,
yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Thank you for the view. So I appreciate it. Thank you and Earl for the views.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Mhm.
Rollins now with a super kick to Riddle, and Chad Patton gets a 2 count out of it. So that happened moments ago, and
Yep.
Elias just kicked Rollins in the face,
Ooh.
and Riddle loved it. He was clapping.
Rollins with a big shot to the
Go
gut.
ahead, Jeffrey.
And there's a 2 count, and Riddle kicks out at 2 as we're back for this United States Championship match. As Earl just said, Rollins shoved Elias on the outside, throwing him away, and then Elias with a big upper knee, high knee right to the face of, the big high knee right to the face of Rollins, and Riddle's just sitting there clapping like a hyena, just happy. And this is how Rollins took advantage of the matchup with a big double stomp to the gut of Matt Riddle, and Rollins is right now in control of this match going forward. Rollins now just putting a bunch of kicks right to the face of Matt Riddle. Rollins going for the stomp. Riddle catches it. Rollins under reverses it. Big kick to the face of Rollins, and Rollins just goes crumbling down to the floor. Rollins just crumbles to the floor after that kick to the face.
Emmanuel
Riddle's
says, "I'm
fired up.
sorry. It's just that my family died, and in constant." Okay. All right. And
Well, you know
Rollins
what?
now
Then don't say. I'm sorry about your family, but don't
Riddle.
say nasty things on my stream, okay? Don't insult me and don't insult other people, okay? Just don't do it. Be better than that. I apologize about your family, bro. Seriously, come on.
Yeah, we
Go ahead, Earl. I
apologize to your
apologize.
family. But that's not a way to lash out at people, especially people you don't know on the internet. It's not a good idea to do that. Okay, so Riddle now has got Rollins, and he was trying to do a power bomb. Rollins now is going for a reverse. Riddle now gets the sunset flip, and Rollins gets a 2 count out of it. Rollins with a backhand to Riddle, and here comes a neck breaker. No. Oh, beautiful knee to the face to Rollins. Riddle now, what is this? He's trying to do a bang. That's it. 1, 2. No, Rollins kicks out.
Ooh, nice spinning back, right forearm right there by Rollins to the face of Riddle.
Go ahead, Jeffrey. Take over the show, please.
Rollins, high ripcord knee right to the face of Rollins. Riddle picking up Rollins. He's going for the Bro Derek. Bro Derek in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and Rollins kicks out at 2 on the Bro Derek by Matt Riddle to Seth Rollins. Elias on the outside trying to pump up Seth Rollins right now. Or trying to pump up Matt Riddle. Great match. Great match right now between these two. Beautiful forearm right there.
This is the third and final match.
I love that ripcord by Matt Riddle.
What do you guys think about 6 matches on a pay-per-view card? I have no issues with that, Jorge. I don't have any issues.
No, I don't either.
1, 2. No, I don't have any issues with that, Jorge. I don't. The smaller the better.
Riddle's behind him. Riddle is actually on the post right now. Rollins picks up Riddle. Rollins, reverse facebuster right to there. Rollins picks him up. Felt and a big slam on the back. 1, 2, and he kicks out at 2. A reverse Falcon Arrow by Seth Rollins on Matt Riddle. After a beautiful reverse superplex off the
Step
top
Mama did one
rope.
way. Yeah, either 6 or
Great move
7
there.
were Jorge
Great
would be
move.
good. Yeah, 6 or 7 matches is manageable. Anything
I say
over
superb.
7, I think it's yeah,
I say
I think
perfect.
7 is fine, 8 is fine, 9 is fine, but once you start getting over 9, then that's too much.
Rollins is going to the top rope now. He might be going for either that frog splash or could be going for a 450 slam right now. Rollins, top rope, frog splash. Riddle catches him. Riddle catches Rollins. He's got him in that triangle. Riddle's got him in the triangle choke. Rollins is fighting as hard as he can to get out of it. Riddle's got assist. Rollins picks him up, slams him in a powerbomb move, but Riddle did not let go. Riddle, if you remember, this is how Riddle won that fight pit matchup with the triangle choke on Seth
Yes,
Rollins.
he did.
Rollins gets him up,
Yes, he
going
did.
for a buckle bomb. Riddle still holding on to the move. Riddle is not letting go of this triangle choke on Seth Rollins. Powerbomb in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and Riddle gets up and he gets the triangle choke back on Seth Rollins. Elias is on the outside cheering. Seth Rollins now is trying desperately to get out of the triangle choke cinched on by Matt Riddle. Riddle is not let go of this move. Rollins now puts his leg on the outside. Riddle has to unfortunately let go of the hold. Man, what a move there by Matt Riddle. Rollins is now on the outside, looking
Rollins,
at Elias.
Elias just got super kicked on the outside, and Matt Riddle just kicked Rollins to the face. Ooh.
Rollins with a
And
super
here
kick
comes
on Elias. And there's
Rollins.
Riddle. PK kick to the face of Seth Rollins. Riddle throws Rollins into the ring. Rollins misses the clothesline. Riddle, big scoop slam there by Riddle on Rollins. The crowd is getting fired up. Riddle now going for the DDT on the outside. The crowd is getting hyped up. The Randy Orton draping DDT.
Bang.
Breaks him.
Goodbye. 1, 2, 3. Rollins retains.
And Riddle now is getting fired up on the outside. Riddle's getting hyped up right now. You heard the end of the matchup, but I'll call it for the rest of it, just for people that didn't know. Riddle going for the RKO. Riddle bumps against Elias. Rollins hits the curb stop. 1, 2, and as Earl said, Seth Rollins retains the United States Championship due to the distraction of Elias, and then Seth Rollins hits the curb stop on Elias in the middle of the ring.
And I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for screwing up the ending. I apologize.
That's all good,
My
bro.
my bad.
Seth Rollins is celebrating now with the United States Championship in the middle of the ring. Matt Riddle had the title win, but Elias came in the ring and tried to attack Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins throws Riddle at Elias, throws him out of the ring. Riddle ends up not hitting the RKO. Rollins hits the stomp, covers him for the win, and then as insurance, he hits Elias with a stomp. And Seth Rollins just looking and taunting Matt Riddle right now. Rollins going for another stomp. Spear! Mustafa Ali is in the ring, throwing rights and lefts at Seth Rollins. Mustafa Ali with a hook kick to the face of Rollins. Ali through the middle rope, throws Seth Rollins over the top. Ali getting fired up right now, attacking the hell out of Seth Rollins. Ali is beating the hell out of Seth. Seth is getting the hell out of dodge, hitting him over the top rope. Rollins is getting the hell out of the ring right now.
And
Who
that
is it? And Mustafa Ali sits on the barricade of the outside, looking at Seth Rollins, looking like that this is going to be the next U.S. Championship feud that we're going to get as Monday Night Raw comes to a close.
well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Raw watch along. That's the Raw watch along. It was a stew, a hot pot of stew mixed with a lot of intrigue to it tonight. Um, the the
Thank you for
the
being with us, Jorge. Seriously, thank you for being with us the
I love
entire
you guys.
show.
Thank you for me. Thank you. This night was awesome. Yeah, absolutely. You are awesome on
Thank
Jorge,
you.
and thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here in the Raw Watch Along as Raw comes to a close. It was a great night of action.
Mm.
I'm not going to say it was something I want to see again, but it
It
was
was a good
solid.
show. I
It
think
was a
last week's
solid
show was
show. It was
better. Yeah.
decent. It-
I think
right.
it was a
I
solid
this
show overall. Not great. I think there were
right.
some moments on the nut show tonight. Nothing that we're all just going to be like, oh wow, we have to watch that again. It was a solid
Right.
Monday Night Raw show. Like about a B
Right.
minus, a B show overall. That's fine.
Right.
You're not going to get a home run every
Yeah.
single week. Excuse
Right.
me.
B show, not bad. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, the Raw Watch On continues as we head to Charlotte, North
Before I
Carolina.
end, F the Knicks. There you go. Go ahead.
Godzilla couldn't save the Knicks,
No.
unfortunately. Um, um, so, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the Raw Watch Along. I want to thank Jeffrey Turner for coming in. I
I
want to
want to thank
thank
Earl.
Almighty Finesse, Jorge.
Hmm.
I want to thank all of you in the chat tonight. The chat was blowing up profusely. We want to thank you for
Hmm.
your time and your
Hmm.
effort. Just to remind everyone, tomorrow night we got some big stuff happening on wrestling. You have
Yep.
NXT Live tomorrow night
Hmm.
on the USA Network, and you have
Hmm.
a very special Dynamite AE the Natty,
Hmm.
Ohio. So this
If you
night
want
of
your wrestling
wrestling
fix, you're
happening.
gonna get it
Remember,
tomorrow.
yep. You're gonna get it tomorrow night because I'm gonna be tuning in to Dynamite because of course I have my show, The
Mm.
Wrestling Experience, which will be coming on Wednesday night instead of Thursday. So
Yep.
join me live on Wednesday night as I go over AEW Dynamite. I'm gonna tell you what I liked,
Mm.
what I didn't like, and everything else in between. So join me Wednesday night on the Hardcore Sports Network for the wrestling experience.
And
Again,
if you
like I said,
can, tomorrow night, make sure if you have the chance, I'm going to be on with my two guys, Coach Ed Gladney, as well as Unpopular Opinion Sports. We're going to be doing a Heart of the City show tomorrow night at 7:30, 8 o'clock. So if you guys just a little bit tune in, there's going to be wrestling on, but we're also going to be talking about the week in review around New York City sports. So if you guys have the chance, make sure you tune into that tomorrow night. Earl, close this out, buddy.
okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for tonight. We hope that you had a good evening. We hope that you had a great Monday night. We appreciate all of you in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like I said before, this has been the Hardcore Sports Network. Like Jeffrey's channel, like my channel, like the Hardcore Sports channel, and of course, we will see you. I will see you again in cyberspace on Wednesday night for a very special
Mm-hmm.
edition of the wrestling experience. And Jeffrey will be on tomorrow night as well. So tune into his show and make sure that you tune in. And he's going to give you the heart of the sports and what happened in New York and everything else in between. So please make sure
Yep.
that you tune in and support his show. It will be greatly appreciated. I'm Earl Cole, ladies and gentlemen. This is Janice Jeffrey Turner, and we will see you next time for the Raw Watch Along. Good night,
Everybody have a
everyone.
great night. Have a great night, and thank you for coming by the stream.